Hello and welcome to Access Paranormal's Halloween special. I'm Jamie Williams. Joining me, not in the studio as usual, but down in one of the cellars, is James Anthony. Now, James, we're here tonight for a 4-hour paranormal special here at Mill Street Barracks. Some of the team, you probably can hear them upstairs, but we've decided to start, haven't we, by doing a first investigation straight from the start.
Yeah, and we're doing every investigation we do. So as the listeners know, we obviously pre-record the show, but for a bit of a special thing tonight, everything that we record as part of the investigation, so any videos that we do are going to be completely unedited, so there's going to be nothing kind of cutting and breaking. Everything's going to happen live. So we've got to say, Jamie, you know what I'm like for getting scared. If we do swear, we really apologise. So just be, and I swear to God, I've felt like something just tugged the back of my jumper then. It's so dark
Right.
here, isn't it?
That is creepy.
That is creepy. That
Anyway,
is someone upstairs.
it's just that we've got the team upstairs, but we decided to come down into this little cellar. And you've got to say, James, when you're in this little cellar, it is totally pitch black. I can't see you. You can't see me.
Yeah.
I was here a couple of weeks back with Haunted Scouts.
Yeah.
We were doing a bit of filming, and something just pulled on my leg. Seriously.
Yeah, you know what, right?
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you stood? Let me just put me.
Just here.
Right, I'm right.
Just here. It's in pitch black.
Oh my God! See that over
Yeah.
there? What is that?
I think it's.
Small
I
carpet
don't
or
know.
something.
Yeah.
God, looks like something crouched down, doesn't it?
Yeah, but some of the just so
I've only been doing it for 3 minutes and we're already terrified.
well, just for everybody out there, we are actually recording this in binaural 3D audio. So when we go live down into the cellars or wherever we go tonight, if you put your headphones on, it will be in 3D. You will feel as if you're in that cellar with us that night. So if you have and you want to, go and grab your headphones now while we're chatting away. Come back and honest, you will love it. It'll feel as if you're there. I felt like Kevin Keegan then. You will love it. But yeah, James, we're in this cellar now. We're in the total darkness. I can't see you whatsoever.
The only thing I can see is the little light where you've got your recorders on for the binaural.
Yeah.
I can just see the little red light off on the connection for them, and that's it. But it's literally pitch black. I've just seen a light in that corner over there.
What?
So we're the little
James, is that you?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I'm going to stand right next to you. Just over there, there's a corner in the. Well, I'm pointing. I've realised you can't even see where I'm pointing at.
This is how nervous we are.
The corner away from the stairs.
Let me just stop you there, James. Before we go any further, I have just seen a dark shadow go from that corner where you're. I know where you're talking about when you say in the corner, and it's just gone to the right as if it's going to where the stairs are. I've got goosebumps. I'm nervous.
Yeah, it's really creepy,
but do you know what? We've just got to keep going.
Yeah, we have. Oh my God, you're right. I'm so sorry for jumping.
It's okay.
You know where you're just saying about the stairs? I've just seen something like flitter. It sounds weird because it's so dark, but I've just seen something move, like go across in my line of sight.
Okay, the person who's in here with us, just to let you know, we're here on a friendly basis. We're not here to harm you. It's at the stairs. I am now feeling a little bit scared, I'll be honest. The footsteps are upstairs, that's okay. But I am being a little bit. I'm never scared, really, am I? I am.
There's definitely movements over there, though, you know.
There is. And we've got to say, when we were coming down here, and we were laughing and joking as we were at the top of the stairs, and as we were coming down, I said to you, didn't I? Did you just laugh in my ear? Why? You know, I've just heard you dead clear in these because I was setting up the binaural before we come down, and as we were coming down, I heard a huh in the ear, and I said, God, James, that was dead clear, that laugh then. And what you said to me?
It wasn't me. I didn't laugh. I was just walking behind you.
James.
Right, now listen.
And we're not. I'm not doing this for the radio, and I'm not doing it for the attention. I don't feel comfortable at the moment because I feel there's something in here. There is movement. I know we can't see nothing, but any anyone who's a paranormal investigator will know that even in pitch black, you will see movement
again.
near the stairs.
you're near the. Oh my God, Jamie, I've just seen something. I'm so.
I know.
Sorry.
It's all right.
If people could see us now, I'm holding on to with both arms. It's by the stairs,
Yeah.
and it's like as though there's something moving around that area, and it's dark in here, pitch black,
Yeah.
but it's almost darker than dark. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? I haven't even brought any cat balls with me or nothing.
Let me just have a quick look on my phone.
Oh my God, you brought that out.
Oh, yeah. It feels like it's much smaller, doesn't it, when the lights go off?
Yeah. The person who's here with us now, seriously, we do not mean to do you any harm whatsoever. We are here as friends. We say this time and time again. We don't mean you any harm. We're just here to talk to you and to get your story. You can probably hear the couple of our team upstairs laughing and joking and that. They wouldn't be laughing and joking if they were in here with us, James, I'll tell you.
I'm just doing a little bit of recording as well because we can put this up on the page, and it kind of just I think just to illustrate to people.
I don't know why I'm holding that out. So I'll just put that
just how dark it is. If I can't turn the flash off, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But when that.
Oh, you recording? Hold on a minute while the light's on.
For anyone listening, Jamie's just trying to get his Access
Little advertisement in.
Advert on. So there's the stairs over there.
Yeah.
But the thing about this room is what I find even creepy about it is that there's no draft or anything.
No.
Is there? Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's a place that doesn't get investigated. I know we had Chris and Adam in here, but
What's that up there? Oh, God.
that is creepy, isn't it?
It's like a spider's web, but all
I
black.
wish they had a photograph. We'll have to take a picture of that later. Yeah, we'll put that up on the page as well. What was that?
Did you hear that? Can you hear that noise? I must be...
Hopefully it's them up there. So anyway, James, let's get back to the. Let's get back. You staying over there?
I'm going to stay here in front of you. I'm not going to move.
Okay. So, do you want to turn your light out on your phone? Yeah.
There is a little bit of light coming through now, just from there, because I think somebody's in the kitchen. It's gone off. Now it's pitch black again.
Okay.
So we've got a really exciting show coming up tonight, haven't we?
We have. We've got a few of us here tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name names yet because
it's
a nice surprise, and they can introduce themselves yet.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good 4 hours. If this is the start of it, James, I mean,
you just wave your hand up in the air.
How can I wave my hand? It's pitch black.
I've just seen something light go past you then next to you. Literally, I just have.
No, my hands are... I've got one in my pocket.
Look to your left.
James, have you just took me?
No, that was me. Sorry, I've got my hand, I've got my left hand on your arm.
Do me a favour.
Right.
When you're doing that, let me know.
So, to your left...
I've only got one pair of undies on.
Wonder what that smell was. Right, so, this area here, right, I've just seen like a go across. Keep looking in that area.
Right.
Should we call out and see if we can get anything?
Just for 1 second,
Yeah.
have a look above my head, turn the light on, and have a look above my head. Is there a web?
A web?
Spider's web. I'm not going to move.
No, there's no spider's
web.
There's actually nothing above you there.
Right.
There is behind you. Like
a lot of people usually do say there's nothing above me.
But there's nothing...
Right, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Right. Turn the light back out, then we'll give it a shout. Okay.
Do you want me to call out, or are you going to go?
Do you want me to go for it?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to ask if there's a person who's in here with us now would like to come forward. Come and show us you're around. We're not here to harm you. In fact, you're doing a good thing of making us scared. So we are not here to harm you. We'd hope that you're not here to harm us. We're hoping you give us some respect. If you can and you're able to and you want to, if you'd like to move around us, shows you here. If that's you with the shadow, please try again with it. Are you letting us know you're here? You've got myself, Jamie. You've got James Anthony. If you want to talk to us or you want to say anything, tell us. We're more than happy for you to do so.
I've got my hand held out now if something touches it.
James, you know what? When you whispered then I jumped, so I don't know what the listeners are going to be like sitting at home with the headphones on.
Did you used to live in this building? Was you the caretaker here? Or did you work here? You know us, we're here all the time. please come and talk to us. Can you show us a light, or can you make a sound? Do anything you can. Don't know why, but I'm just drawn now over to the bottom of the area where the bottom of the stairs is.
Mm-hmm.
It feels very, very strange. And anyone, as you mentioned before, anyone who's, you know, does paranormal investigations or has been kind of, you know, doing vigils and things, and you talk about energies and atmospheres, this at the minute feels very heavy to me.
And getting darker.
Yeah, and it feels as though there's something that is just kind of almost lurking, if you like. It's probably the best way to put it.
I mean, we're frightened about what's happening here, but they could be the same, because not many people ever come down in the cellar, so they could be just as nervous as us. We you know, we always.
Was that you?
No, that was me then. But I thought you touched me on the arm.
I didn't touch you. I definitely didn't touch you then. I've got my arms folded.
Okay, thank you. If that was you, what just touched me on the arm, thank you. Thank you for letting me know you're here. Are you just trying to make contact with us? Is that all it is? And we're probably just as frightened as for each other, aren't we, really? So if you do want to make contact with us, that's absolutely fine. If you can make a light, that would be great. If you can move in front of us, maybe we can see you. They're the team upstairs who are just
typical. They're loud, aren't they?
yeah. Well, that's well. But at least we know there's other people in the building.
I know. We've got to tell the listeners we've come down here and we've actually moved the padlock for the door to the opposite side of the room and put a chair in the way. And Jamie said, "Well, I'm moving it over there because if a ghost tries to pick it up, it's going to be too heavy for it to carry on."
Thanks, James. Yeah. It's just the way you think logically, isn't it?
Oh.
Or you hope it's logical.
Yeah. Oh, I don't like that. Oh. I literally, like, you know, when people say you can't see your hand in front of your face, literally I can't see anything.
You can't.
I keep thinking that I can, but I can't.
And if I do, it's not my hand.
Oh, there was a noise over there then. Did you hear that?
No, I was talking. Sorry.
In that car.
What was that?
That's what I'm saying. There was two. Did you hear another noise?
Yeah. I might have picked that up as well.
If you're here with us, can you tap for me, please? Did you hear that? Was it tap there?
I didn't hear. Sorry.
I know you've obviously got the binaural kit on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay. I'm just trying
I
to
heard
work
it.
out that it's not people. No, because they're in the wardroom, aren't they? So that's that side. Right, that's people.
Yeah, the walking above us is people. That does sound creepy though, doesn't it?
Really creepy. It sounds like. Hang on a minute. You know where that is? Let me just put the light on a minute. That was coming from here.
That's in our
That's
office.
Debbie's office.
Yeah.
So how could it be coming from Debbie's office? Because she's not in. Well, she's
Let
not
me
in
just
her
work out.
office.
No, this is the corridor here.
That's
the
That
corridor.
came from here, that.
Yeah, but if you look how wide the corridor is,
Yeah,
say the
right,
corridor's there,
Yeah, it could be.
we'll debunk that as just
I mean, unless
them
Debbie's
setting up
gone
themselves.
into her office. But
Debbie's not in tonight, is she?
I don't think so, not yet. Anyway, oh no, she's not in yet, no.
No. Okay, I'm going to ask if there's somebody here with us now. We're treating you with respect, and we'll always do that. We'd like you to come forward and let us know you're here. Are you able to talk to us? Make a sound? Could you touch one of us? Let us know you're here. Tell you what, our team is noisy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the ones who are here are noisy anyway.
I've just seen something again. Just go over there.
There's no need to point because I can't see.
I know. You know, the amount of investigation. I know we're going to talk about some investigation and stuff and ghost stories in a bit, but like the amount of things that we've done in all sorts of different places and everywhere and stuff like that, you know. But this has to be the darkest of anywhere I've
Of all the
been.
rooms. Yeah.
Because there's no light at all. Even in the other cellars when we do them, I mean, they're pretty dark, but there is obviously emergency lights. This one, there's just nothing. Oh, I've just got a breeze on the back of my neck.
Well, I was just going to say to you then, behind you, I know you're in front of me because I can hear you.
I'm not. Well, I'm
But-
at the side of you. I'm here. Yeah.
Behind you or whatever.
Yeah.
I've just seen like it looked like a dark shadow just there, and it's gone again now. The funny thing is with Mill Street Barracks, for the last 6, 7, maybe 8 months, a lot of people have been seeing shadowed. James, are you
No, I've not touched you. I've not
massive
moved.
breeze between me and you?
That's exactly what I was going to say. I've just put my hands up. Can you feel it going cold? It's going cold. It's going to move me. Put my jumper.
Is that you?
That's me rolling my sleeves up. Yeah. Did you feel that cold go through?
It was like a cold breeze if somebody. And again,
If you're here with us now, I've just seen a go up. If you're here with us now, can you tap for us, please, or do anything you can? I know you might be making us go cold, and we've seen movement, but can you make a sound that we can hear, and everyone at home who's listening can hear?
can't hear nothing.
I can hear it very faint. It sounds like something, on the floor, because it's a stone floor in here. When you go like that, with somebody was to rub the fingers or like shuffle the foot on the floor, that's me doing it now. Head pain.
I've got to that nervous moment again now.
Is it Jack who's with us down here? Jack whose name is written on the wall? Or is it one of the other people who comes in this building with us? Is it the old woman who people have seen? The old lady who's been seen round about? Do you hear it?
I did.
Do you hear it?
I think we picked that up like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I just saw go across again. Is it the old lady who's here who we've seen? Oh, did you hear that?
I heard that.
Did you hear
That's
that? Was right in
definitely
front of
been
me.
picked up. That's definitely been picked up.
Thank you. Okay, if that's you, can I ask? If it's just you here, can you tap once? If there's more people with you, more spirit people, could you tap twice, please? Do you hear that?
Yeah.
That was just one. Thank you. Did you used to live here? If you did, tap once. If you didn't, can you tap twice, please? See, the old woman, a few people have kind of encountered her. I don't think she's from Mill Street. I think she's something that has been drawn here because of paranormal. God, when I'm looking at you now, I've just got an image in and that I could just see in me line of sight, and it just looked like a ghastly face. It was awful.
When you're looking at me, well, that's like nice of you, James.
No. Well, I obviously can't see you, but in your direction. But I think it's kind of that thing of that she's drawn here because not because she's associated with building, because people are calling out and asking out and stuff like that.
Are you trying to make contact with us? Was that you that walked near us before, made the draft? Are you able to do it again? Just walk past us?
Jamie, did you see that over there?
Where? Describe it, because we're in pitch black.
By the stairs.
Yeah.
Keep looking by the stairs. I can see like movements over there that's lighter than the dark.
I was trying to avoid looking at the stairs. Now you've got me saying, sorry, James.
Keep looking in that direction. Are you over by the stairs? Are you watching us from the stairs?
Was it you that laughed into my ear as we were coming down here?
Oh my God, did you hear that then? It was a car, wasn't it?
I hope so. Yeah.
So you know what's creeping me out even more? When we're in this cellar, I don't know what the group have got, they've gone really quiet. When we're in this cellar, we're next to the other cellar, which has got that kind of vaulted cellar.
Right, yeah.
Because it's flooded.
Just there's only the brick wall, isn't there?
And we're also next to the other one, which we can't get into because it's boarded up.
Right.
I'm getting really creeped out in here at the minute,
You are.
Yeah. We're going to have to go up to the studio in a minute. We might come back down in a bit, but we just want to ask you before we go, can you do something more for us?
Did you just say you might?
We might.
Good luck with that one. We'll
Can
send
you do
one.
it?
We'll send two of the team down.
Can you do anything else for us? can you give us one last sign before we go? I know you've been making it go cold and we've heard a few sounds. So quiet now.
I know. Do you know who do it on her own?
Who?
Marie. But for safety in numbers, James, we're not going to send anybody on their own anywhere. They've got to go in pairs. We might send both Jonathan and Marie down here when they turn up. I'm just waiting for Jonathan to turn up, really, aren't we?
Yeah, when they get here.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm going to take a few photos and then we can put them on the
Okay.
put them up on the Facebook
Well,
page.
I've got to say, James, for the start of the Halloween special, we can't really grumble with what we just had here.
No,
And
absolutely.
I think we still have got here. I think this has been the most active in the building for a while, this one.
I think the interesting thing about it all, this room, is that it's never had any. It's never been investigated properly for years.
No.
And I think the fact that we're doing it now, I find it exciting because it's unexplored. So
Yeah.
we know a lot of the stories. There's a lot of stories about the other cellars of things that are regularly seen and other things that we just, I think because we're here in the building often, that we encounter that other people don't necessarily experience. But this room for me is absolutely fascinating because we just
Groups, paranormal groups are not allowed in here, are they? They don't come in here. This is one of the sections which we're only doing it for the Halloween special. I know we've done it with Haunted Scouts a couple of weeks back, or a few weeks back now, for their specials, and
it is amazing, really. It's absolutely amazing.
I think Dark Territory coming here as well. I think they were one of the last ones in. What we'll do then, while we've calmed down now, James, is I've got to say, for the beginning of the show, this was a start and a half, wasn't it? It was fantastic because we know we were in here on our own. Just for listeners, we have got lights on now, so that's why we're quite relaxed on talking. But if you could see what we're seeing, we're looking at a brick wall now where the stairs are. Now I'm going to turn round, and as I turn round, there's a wall and a fireplace, and it's got on it love.
And the really interesting thing about this fireplace is, and this is what I find fascinating, just a bit of history.
Yeah.
If you look at that, that's not the original fireplace that's there, because see how it's been bricked in.
Yeah.
So I reckon that originally there was some kind of cooking range or something.
Yeah, because that's original. You can tell that's original.
Yeah, but it's not been used for years. You can see all the soot's come down, can't you?
Yeah.
But what's that though? Is it a pebble or something?
Yeah, it's a pebble.
Look, it's like grey ash, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's a bit like when somebody's been cremated, doesn't it?
Don't go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do then, James, is we'll start heading back up towards the studio now. So I'll tell you what, while we're heading back to the studio, I'm going to play our advert.
Oh, fair enough, here we go.
Jamie and Jonathan always love to hear your spooky paranormal experiences and stories. Why not get in touch with them directly on email at info.accessparanormal@gmail.com. That's info.accessparanormal@gmail.com. Alternatively, you can leave a message on the studio mobile phone. The number is 07828 201 056. Now, Jamie and Jonathan may get back in touch, but it will be a voicemail, so if you do have anybody answer, who knows who's on the other end of the telephone line.
Well, James, we're now back in the studio.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a strange one, wasn't it, for the first half an hour of the show there?
It was a little bit creepy, really, wasn't it? Just we're being really quiet because some of the guys who are with us tonight, they're just kind of just doing a little bit of calling out, aren't they? Just kind of getting the swing of things. But yeah, it was, and I think that you can't tell like, it's impossible to explain how dark it is in that room, isn't it?
Well, it was dark and not. Well, you couldn't see hands, could you?
No, nothing.
And the strange thing is when we were going down there,
Yeah,
I thought you'd laughed into my ear,
yeah,
and I said to you, "God, I could hear that really clear then."
yeah.
And you said, "What?"
Well, I wasn't.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you was going down, you was at the top
Mhm.
of the stairs,
yeah,
and I was stood probably about 5 steps behind. And then you heard that sound. It's just a pity we weren't recording. You wasn't recording at that point, was you?
no, but that happens.
Yeah.
Those things happen.
But it's interesting, isn't it? Because that particular space, and we will be kind of going more into the history of Mill Street Barracks in a little bit.
Well, you will be. I've got to go back
you've
down.
got to go back down
the cellar, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to go back down again. But I find it fascinating because I know we've done some, and you more so than me, have done some investigations in there. But it's not really had any kind of... It's never had big groups going in or anything like that, has it?
They're not really allowed to, are they? Because of that area is closed off, usually. We're just lucky we've got that privilege of being able to go in there and do little mini investigations. And how lucky are we? I mean, the last people to go in there, I was telling you earlier on, was Haunted Scouts.
Yeah.
That night with them was really, really good. Well, tonight, I mean, we could hear, well, not hear, but we could see things.
Yeah, and the thing as well is that, like, we didn't, we only spent, 20 minutes, from when we started recording, was in there a little bit before.
Yeah.
Maybe half an hour in there before. And in that space of time, there was things that we'd seen, there was things that we heard. And normally, that doesn't really happen when you do paranormal. I couldn't be able to speak. When you do paranormal investigations.
No.
Because normally you can have it where it takes ages for even one thing to happen. So I just find it fascinating that it was straight away. Yeah.
And we hadn't even turned the audio on for it.
Before things were...
And can I just say for the listeners who are listening to this tonight is, make sure you've got your headphones on.
As long as you're not driving your car.
Yeah, as long as you're
or operating machinery or something.
You shouldn't be driving the car when you're listening to this anyway,
exactly.
because it's 4 hours, isn't it? But no, when you hear us going down into the cellars or anywhere like that, put your headphones on or keep them on for the 4 hours, because it is in binaural, and if it's in binaural, you will feel as if you're in the room with the group.
Well, you know what? I mean, I listen to the show each week, and I love sitting in the chair or getting into bed and putting the headphones on and listening it, because it just does sound like you're actually out in the space. And I think because obviously you're not watching anything, you're just listening, your mind, it's great because you're kind of imagining yourself in that location, aren't you? And I think we were saying before that what's really fascinating is when you, because obviously we come this building very regular, when you hear the sounds, when you hear a recording in the cellar, you can kind of work out where you are if you know it, because you can hear the different noises and stuff that you get. But yeah, really, really interesting. So we've got really 4 hours tonight.
I know.
It's a long one, isn't it?
We did it last year.
Yeah.
Now, if you remember last year, and anybody who was listening to it in last year, we done it without even thinking about it. We just put microphones down. Thankfully, this year, we've been able to sit down and say, let's do it like this.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because last year, when we look back at last year, there were errors made, but you know what? That's what live was about.
Well, absolutely, yeah. And I think the other thing as well is, you've been, obviously I'm not on the show every week, but you've been doing the show now for, is it 6? Well, what will tonight's show be?
I think it's the 64th show.
64th
in a
row with none off, and I think that's great. And I think tonight's really exciting because we have got different people who are going to be going out to different areas of the building. And I know obviously because of lockdown we've spent a lot of time here, but it's been so interesting because there's been so many different things about it. It's probably I was thinking about this the other day actually. It's probably like one of the longest long-term paranormal investigations that's gone on in a building every single week. You know what I mean?
But it's not just that. It's every Saturday and every Sunday. Sorry, every Friday and every Saturday. There's an investigation in this building.
Yeah, it's remarkable, really, isn't it?
The odd one or two don't. They don't because of other commitments. But you think about how many investigations go on in this building. I know we've had the COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
kind of got in the way of a lot of things, didn't it? Yeah.
But it's great now. I mean, I'm taking bookings, as you know. I'm the one who takes the bookings for Mill Street.
Yeah.
I'm taking bookings for 2022, right up till I think it was somebody booked it the other week for like September.
Yeah. And it's so much in demand. If people are listening and they want to book Mill Street for a paranormal investigation, obviously they can. How do they get in? How would they find out about doing that?
Just either go on the Facebook page, onto the Mill Street page.
Barracks.
It's going to be a late night tonight.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Go to the Mill Street Barracks website page.
Yeah.
Facebook page, or they can contact me.
Yeah.
And you can contact me over Facebook again. Just put in Jamie Williams and get hold of me.
Yeah.
Private message me, please. Don't put it all over the Facebook page. Send it to me. Or if they want to, they can contact our Access Paranormal Radio podcast.
They can, and then we can put them in touch with yourself.
Well, I'm already here because it's my show.
It's your show anyway. Yeah, you're gonna just put yourself in touch with yourself.
Yeah, send a message to me, and I'll get in touch with me.
Yeah, and it's really worthwhile. It's great value for money. You get access to the whole building. You know, all the places that you hear on the show, where the cellars and the up on the deck. If all the rooms around where the studio is, and like any paranormal investigations, that sometimes you have it and it's really quiet, but other nights you get it and it's just really active, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, let's hope it is that. I know I keep looking at my phone to see because they said they're going to message me on the phone to say they're ready and that. They keep messaging me. They're not ready yet. I know a couple of them have gone off doing their own little mini invest beforehand and having a little bit of a meal because. I mean, we say we're going to be here for 4 hours. It's 4 hours for the radio show, but we carry on after the show.
Well, we do. And the other thing as well is that if we've got, lots of stuff that's going on, even though we'll have to stop recording for the radio, we're still going to carry on, and we'll still keep recording then for future shows, won't we?
Oh, so
it's not on this one; it'll be on another show if we get anything.
If we get anything after the show, we can put it on the following week if we wish to.
Yeah. So anyway, Halloween.
Yep.
What's your favourite thing? What do you like about Halloween?
I think it's the atmosphere and the excitement and especially seeing the houses being made up with all the animatronics and God knows what else.
I think. I mean, I love Halloween. I love this time. It's my favourite time of year, autumn. I love it when the trees start to turn and it's that kind of and like a stormy winter's night.
Don't like the cold though.
Yeah. Well, no, it has been cold as well, hasn't it? Yeah. But I think that Halloween now is certainly becoming a much bigger thing. Do you know? Obviously in America it's massive, isn't it? But I've noticed already like quite a few houses, and they've got Halloween decorations up and stuff like that. And I don't really remember that when I was younger. Do you?
No, it was just trick or treat. That was it. But now, just the kids
put a bin bag, put a bin bag over you and paint your face like a ghost and just go and ask for like toffees.
But it's true. But I mean, we are getting like America, and to me, it's brilliant.
Yeah,
I love it.
I absolutely love it
because I mean. There's a fella in my works, and his name's Mike.
Yeah.
And he goes all out for it. He's just bought himself, would you believe, a werewolf.
What, like a model one?
No. I think he said it's 8 foot.
A real one?
Yeah, he put it out on
Stop, it's not a full moon today, only on full moon.
Well, no, he's bought this one, so I think he said it's 8 foot high.
Yeah.
And he's paid over £180 for it, and he's had it shipped in. And when you go past it, obviously, right. That's my impression.
But what was that thing you were showing me that you got the other week? And it's like a skeleton, and its eyes flash.
Yeah. Well, there's a story to that. We went into a retail.
Did you just speak then?
No.
Right. It's all right.
It could be
it's the guys out there, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, I just heard noise.
The funny thing is that we went into a well-known retail shop, right?
Yeah.
And the fellow was standing it up, putting it on the stand and everything else.
Yeah.
And the first thing I looked at it and went, I like that. And I said to him, are they for sale? Like, where are they? And he said, oh, this is from last year. He said, we just put it out because it's Halloween. He said. Yeah. And I said, well, how much is it? And he said, well, it's $29.99. I went, oh, right, okay. Then he said, but the lights don't work on it. And we haven't got the top hat for it.
Right.
I said, right, okay, then, well, what can I have it for? I said, give us a tenner and you can have it.
Love an egg.
So threw the tenner at him. Well, I didn't use the tap.
You threw the tenner
it would have been my card.
By your contactless,
me contactless. So I put it in the car, but you know what I did? I put it in the back of the car, put the seatbelt on it, and just sat it in the back of the car. So when people were parking up in the car park, they'd look in, and there's this skeleton sitting there, grinning at them. Hey, got it home. And I pressed the button. Oh, sorry, no, I didn't press the button. Yeah, well, I did, but it didn't work. So changed the batteries in it. Kaboom. And off it went.
So it works fine, yeah.
It's
You showed it me the other week, didn't
Yeah.
you? It looked fantastic. Well, you know, the thing is like, I was... I'm going to put some pumpkins out. You've seen my house before, and it's quite, you know, it's quite...
Sorry,
that's them, isn't
don't
it?
know what they're doing.
I'm still on edge, though. You know what I mean? It's
well, it's the build-up, isn't it? It's the excitement of going down to about 9 o'clock. We are going to be starting the investigation.
Yeah, well, you are. I get to sit up here in the nice warm studio for a little bit while you go off,
and then we swap. Then we swap over, don't we, James?
We do indeed.
Mm-hmm.
What was I saying? Yeah. So, well, as you know, my house is quite old, and it's a little bit creepy anyway. But I love having at Halloween, you know, all the pumpkins carved out the fronts and stuff like that. And I did some last year, but one of them, I thought I'll get a really small one, you know, just to kind of like balance the sizes. But it was that small that, like, you know, the kind of, what do they call it, the guts inside, you know, the seeds and everything. It was literally about the size of a boiled egg, so I couldn't put a candle in. Just had to just kind of chisel the face off and
just put a matchstick in it.
Put a matchstick in it, yeah. But no, I am going to do it this year because I think it's just fun. I mean, you know, I don't have children or anything, but even so, I think it's quite good to get into the spirit of all these kind of things, you know.
Last week,
but it's nice. I think it's great for. I've seen it, you know, like friends of mine who've got. You've got kids, obviously you've got grandkids as well, and they just love it, don't they? It's really good fun for them.
I was just about to say, we went last week, we went up to a place on the East Lancs there, with the kids, and obviously the parents and that, and we went round, we went collecting pumpkins. We came away with no pumpkins because of the expenses, but I mean, they had a fair on there, they had like a country barn with everything in there. The kids loved it.
And I think that's...
So did I.
I think that's the thing with Halloween, if you like, is that it's, you know, it's fun, spooky fun, isn't it? And it's not kind of the stuff that we're doing. It is that kind of like, you know, people dressing up and having a laugh and you know, and some of my kind of, I'm sure the same with you, some of my fondest memories when I was small was getting dressed up at Halloween, you know. So it's great seeing all everyone enjoying it now, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
So.
Especially when we used to go around knocking on the doors for the sweets.
I know.
But the good thing about the Halloween is because we get to do on L35 Radio a 4-hour Halloween special.
Exactly, and thanks to L35 for letting us have this time now, because it's great to just, you know, just sit back and you know what, you can sit back and you can just have a cup of tea or a nice biscuit and be nice and warm and listen to all of us being absolutely freezing cold and terrified in here. So I've got to ask you, Jamie, now obviously you've done 64 of these shows. And in that time, you've done a lot of you've done hundreds of investigations here over the years. But in terms of Access Paranormal show, you've had a lot of different things that's happened. I've been here for some of them, but obviously you've been here for all of them. What would you say in the past 12 months, since you've been able to kind of do things properly with since COVID, what would you say is some of the best evidence that you've had? And what would you expect to get tonight? What would you be looking for?
Well, to be honest with you, let's start with one was for tonight. I don't expect anything.
Yeah.
But what we get is a bonus.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, you've already been down in the small cellar.
Yeah.
And we didn't expect what we got tonight. So I've got a bit of an anticipation now.
Yeah.
Of what's ahead of us. Sorry, what's ahead of us. I'll be glad that there'll be a few of us down there. I'm saying a few. There'll probably be 2 of us because... it depends who's turning up, because we're still waiting for a few of them to turn up, because obviously they're not travelling from like round the corner where we are. They're trying to get here from other places.
Yeah.
And if they turn up, and if they don't, we'll give them a kick up the backside, won't we?
We will.
But I'm looking forward to going into the cellar.
Yeah.
The big cellar.
Yeah.
I might. I'm not going to say will. I might adventure into that little cellar on my own.
Would you?
5 minutes.
You know what though? You know what I think you should do though, if you do that, is go down there, but have someone at the top. Have someone at the top, because I always think about that little cellar. It's just, having somebody around
Yeah.
because it's so dark. Do you know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think, I'm not saying, I think you should be brave and go in there on your own. I mean, Maria'd go in there on her own.
Oh.
She's not bothered at all.
She's the only one what would, isn't she?
Yeah, there's no way you get me in there on my own.
No.
But I think you should have someone at the top. But
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think you can't expect anything. But then you're always kind of surprised when you do get something.
Mm.
I mean, I'm just thinking kind of onto that question about that night. And it must be probably this time last year when we had the cat balls going off. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a horrific gale outside. It was dead windy. The building was making weird noises. It's creepy anyway, and it was raining. And we had the cat balls set out, and they were going in response to questions. And do you remember we came up in the studio, and they were still going?
In the studio?
Yeah.
And we actually had them on the unit at the back of us.
Yeah, we
They
did.
kicked off.
And we was asking questions, and they were flashing.
But the scariest time I had, you were asking me, I don't think you answered it, to be honest with you.
You
I'm sorry about
You
that.
said what you was going to do tonight.
The scariest time I had was when I was talking to Sean Kennett of Dark Territory, and I was in here on my own.
Yeah, that I remember that one.
And I'll never, ever forget that night.
Yeah.
Because that was the night I decided that I wouldn't be coming in here on my own again.
Yeah.
It did frighten me. I had to stay calm.
Yeah.
As much as I could. I mean, thankfully, a phone. It's funny how a phone actually becomes your best friend.
Because you got that contact. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, but Sean was at home when he was I was interviewing him, and I said to him, "Should we record this from at home? Because I've got a little mini studio at home." And he turned around and said, "No, you're a paranormal investigator. Stay there. Thanks."
Well, he's right, but when
Thanks.
you're here and it's dark and there's only you in the building and you're here, and I remember listening to that show, and I remember you telling me about it as well. That is a really scary situation to be in. Isn't
It was. But from that's where Jonathan Sullivan, my co-host, decided I'm not doing this on my own, and I haven't.
And Jonathan's been here ever since, hasn't
he? He's been. Do you know what? He's been brilliant.
He's and so knowledgeable as well. Because I mean, obviously we've all been doing it a long time. You have, I have, and Jonathan has as well, hasn't he?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, we all have. I know, like the paranormal is. We are serious when we get going.
Yeah.
But even on the show, we're serious, but we also have the fun part. And Jonathan
we do,
has got so much sense of humour, and Leon
and Lee as well,
and yourself.
Yeah. Do you know what though? Right, I don't know whether do you remember this. A couple of weeks back, do you not remember that night where people kept scaring me?
Yeah.
And it was about. I think they got me about. It must have been 15 times.
I know you're frightened of your own shadow.
Oh my God! It's people do it, and they do it to me because I do react to it, and they just jump out, and they just know how to get me.
Yeah.
And the best one with Jonathan was still at Northwich Plaza, where he went.
Yes.
He was in that little box office, and we just shone the torch.
And I knew he was there.
You knew he was there, and you took me in there saying you'd heard something, and I shone the torch over, and his face was just there, and I absolutely. I mean,
do not repeat what you said.
I'm not going to repeat what I said. I'm not going to repeat what I said. So looking,
it could happen tonight as well, James.
Well, I'm going to not swear tonight, and if you try and scare me, I'll fall out with you.
Yeah. Again.
Indeed, yeah. So looking at the clock, we're coming up to when we're going to start the vigils, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
can I just say something?
Yeah, of course you can.
We're going to dedicate this paranormal investigation, the whole of this investigation tonight, to a great friend of ours who we lost, Bill Fielden, because he would have loved to have been here tonight. So this show tonight and this investigation is completely dedicated to Bill Fielden because he's missed throughout the whole team.
He is, and just to kind of give all the listeners a little bit of background on Bill. Bill had been a member of GhostQuest Paranormal group for many years,
since 2013, I think it was.
Huge interest in the paranormal.
Yeah.
He used to invest in loads of equipment. Came in all our investigations. Wasn't necessarily awake for all of it, but he was always there. He'd have a habit of dozing off, didn't he, Bill?
Yeah.
But he was just a lovely man.
Yeah. So I had to put that in because
absolutely, yeah.
And it just came to my head.
Hopefully he'll be here with us in spirit as well.
Oh yeah,
you know, I'm sure if anyone,
I'm sure he will.
That Bill will.
He'd be excited. I've got to bring it up though. I mean, there's a funny part with Bill as well as. quite a few years back.
Yeah.
We were doing an investigation here, and
Yeah.
Bill fell asleep in the main hall, and it was a Halloween investigation,
Yeah.
and he slept right the way through it.
Right.
We couldn't wake him up. We tried to wake him up. Anyway, when we woke him up, he finally woke up and he turned around and said, "Oh, when are we starting, Jamie?" And I said, "Bill, it's the end of the night. It's finished. You've been asleep for the whole thing." You know, and that was the funny part. And when you mentioned it to me, he thought it was funny as well. But yeah, if he's out there and he's listening to this, you know, you're still part of this investigation tonight, Bill. And this investigation tonight and this show is for you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we do miss him, and we always think of him, don't we?
Well, yeah.
We do. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice thing to do, that, Jamie. Lovely.
Well, you know, he did a lot for us, and this is our return of in memory of Bill Fielding.
So as we come up to 9 o'clock, what kind of stuff have you got planned for everybody tonight? Because I know you're probably going to be sending people off on their own. We're all going to be doing different vigils and things such as that.
Yeah.
So what kind of investigation stuff are you going to be planning on doing?
Well, Marie's always wanted to do a lone vigil.
Yeah.
With blindfold on. Wrong. Okay.
Go on, sorry.
Serious now. No, she's always wanted to do a lone
Marie's
vigil.
to be blindfolded. Sorry, I'm being serious.
I know. It happens. No, she's always wanted to do that. Go into a room on her own.
Yeah.
Lone vigil, blindfold on, listening to audio, and seeing what she picks up.
So where are you going to send us to do that? Which room?
I haven't decided yet. I keep thinking about the mini cellar where we went before, but I don't know whether we should do it there. I think we should put it into the cellar where we always go. It's more comfortable.
Yeah.
But you know what? When I see Marie a little bit later on, I'll ask her what she wants to do.
Ask her where she,
so
where she
we're going to do that.
Yeah.
I might do a lone vigil in the little cellar. I don't know. I might just do one with the lone cellar with the lights on.
What about going in the end room of the cellar down the main cellar, the one that you really love going into?
Mm-hmm. You know what? I don't swear, but I'm sure you could read my mind then.
I know your reaction on that, though, yeah.
I'm thinking about sending 2 people, you know, because there's only a few of us. It's not a load of us because it's a private one as well.
Yeah.
I might send 2 people down into the cellar.
Yeah.
And 2 up into the top classrooms. And then what we'll do is at the end of the night, is I think we all should go into the main hall and do a call out there for the final part of the vigil.
That'd be great.
And I want to try some experiments where I'm going to ask a certain person to ask something to happen over the other side and vice versa. But I'm not going to say who it is. What I might say is, for example, I might say to Jonathan, just ask if something can touch so-and-so.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say who I'm going to ask or anything like that. I'm just going to do it. And the other one I'm thinking of doing as well is giving them some pen and paper. And if they get a name, they, like say like me and you decide to go down to into one of the rooms, and it might be anywhere. Me and you take a piece of pen and paper, we sit there quietly, or we call out, but if we get anything, we write it down on the paper.
Exactly. I did this the other week, actually. It was great fun.
Yeah.
Really good.
And then we'll bring it back into the studio.
Yeah.
And whoever's doing it, then again, if it's me and you, one of us is doing the show.
One of us will be around, won't we? Yeah.
We'll throw Jonathan over there.
Yeah, we will, yeah.
And what we'll do then is he can ask us what we picked up in that room over the last 10 minutes or half an hour. And I can say I picked up this, and this, or I might have not picked up anything. You can say I picked up this name, and we can compare on paper what we've got.
I think it's a really great experiment, because I was doing it the other week, exactly the same thing. And what we did is we said we're going to ask questions, and whatever you get, as in whatever you feel, if you feel like you're getting a name or something like that, that you just write down what comes in your head to see if anyone gets anything similar.
Yeah.
We didn't, but
it's worth a try.
But what was interesting is that they weren't the same. They were. Have you just turned the heater?
No, I heard the hissing though.
Oh, it's the guys that testing the
they're
equipment.
just sorting out stuff. Oh, yeah.
We have all these gadgets.
We'll
and
be
everything.
going over to them soon.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So we did. But the interesting thing is that although they were different things, the answers actually corresponded with each other. And what we did then is we then called out for some of the people whose names they wrote down on the pieces of paper. And we did get a few noises and things, But it's exciting. This is the bit I love about doing any kind of ghost night or paranormal investigation is this part now. Is that kind of what's going to happen? Are we going to see anything? Are we going to experience anything? And it's hard unless you've done one of these to explain what it's like when you're in a dark room and you do genuinely see something that you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Whether it's paranormal or it's just your mind or whatever, but when you actually experience that, it's such a strange feeling, isn't it?
It is, and it's not known what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Or if anything will happen, and as you know, that this building over the last 12 months, well, the last 2 years has hardly had any groups in, apart from July onwards.
Yeah.
We've been lucky enough to be able to come in here, and we've had some really good stuff like the shadows and things like that. But there's two people here tonight who've never ever been on an investigation with us before, and that's Lewis and Louise.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is separate them two.
Yeah.
And put them in individuals. Now the other thing I'm going to do as well is I'm going to hide. I'm not going to say where I'm going to put them.
Yeah.
It's cat balls.
Right, okay.
So they don't know.
You could have a lot to do.
It's not going to take me long to do that, But the thing is, I nearly called you Jonathan because I'm used to Jonathan being here.
You've been caught, you called me Jonathan before as well.
Yeah, could be worse.
You could be calling me Jamie, that'd be worse, wouldn't it? Hello, welcome to Access Paranormal Radio with me, Jamie Williams.
Here we go. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some cat balls in the room, but out the way. So you can't see them, you don't know they're there. So when they do ask things out, if them cat balls go off, there's no way of knocking them because they didn't know they were there. Yeah,
and that's the thing is, and I think this is so important, isn't it? That when we are doing these things, is that we always do it. We're always objective about things that we either see or sense or hear, because you have to be, because if you're not, then you're not. In my opinion, you're not. I've just seen a light go over there. Then
it might be one of them.
Yeah, it could be. If you're not, then you're not proving anything. I don't think. I think if you can look at it and kind of work out and say, well, it's not this, it's not that, it's not that, then actually you then got something. And I think that's great with the cat balls, because if they're in only places places where no one's near them, they can't go off unless there's somebody who's. Did you hear footsteps then?
Yeah.
But nobody's.
It might be someone telling us that they're ready. I don't know.
It could be, but
the other thing I've not done as well is
I'm really sorry. I know we're up here. The guys were down on the main deck and down the cellar. I can feel footsteps. It might have been somebody that's come up anyway.
But that's the thing, isn't it? We don't know.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
What I've done is I've said to them as well earlier on is just work yourselves where you want to go and just go there. So when I go in the cellar, I don't know who I'm going to be in with. Yeah. So I can't manipulate what's going to happen. Do you get what I mean? I can't say, when we get down there, we're going to do this. I've just said to them, go where you think you want to go. Yeah. And I'll come down and I might not go in the cellar. I might go over to the classroom, whoever's in there. I'll just decide in a couple of minutes' time. I'll just say, right, I'm going to go. I won't even tell you. I'll just walk out the room and I'll just decide where I'm going to go.
Well, I've just realised as well, and this is you were going off with all the members of the group, and I've got to stay up here.
Well,
so I've got to stay up here on my own. So I tell you what I'll do. This is what we'll do for anyone who's in the studio while we're off investing. We'll have cat balls in here as well, and a REM pod at the door. If we keep the door open, I'll put a REM pod. If I'm sat in here and that REM pod goes off at that door, I know something's going.
Walkie-talkie me.
I will do, yeah.
Because what I can do is, if you walkie-talkie me, I can come up while they're still carrying on.
Yeah, no, that's
a good thing as well, isn't it? And the good thing is we are recording it in binaural.
Yeah.
But I'll be recording it, and they will have their own recorders. So even if I'm not there, and they pick anything up, and we're not with them,
we can still hear it.
Well, the following week,
we can replay it. Yeah.
We can talk about it and have a little bit of a replay and say, well, I wasn't there, but this is what they picked up.
I mean, we have mentioned before that, you know, this... We'll obviously be pre-record the shows, but tonight is as near to actual live as we can possibly get. None of the vigils that you hear are going to be edited in any way.
No.
So we did say earlier on in the show there may be a bit of swearing or bad language, and if there is, we do apologise.
And it's 9 o'clock anyway.
Yeah,
the watershed.
Yeah.
So Neil, L35 Radio. Sorry.
Oh, so sorry.
You're not gonna make it through the night.
I know. I've only got another 4 or 5 hours ago. 3 hours ago, is it?
3 hours, yeah.
No, but the thing is but all the videos, and we're not editing them at all, which means that normally with the show we can go back and replay things, but this will just be one all the way through, and then but we will be able to replay some stuff if we get anything next week. And I think as well, Jamie, you know, the listeners can get in touch, can't they? If they hear anything, or you think you've heard something that we've not picked up, that the spooky voice tells you how to get in touch with us all the time, and you can do, and you can get in touch with us, you know, and on Facebook, and we do message back and everything like that, you know.
And the Facebook page is the great one to come to, which is Access Paranormal Radio Podcast. There's a page and a group, so just join both of them. Yeah. And if you don't want to leave anything on the page, they can private message us. And we will pick it up and we will reply. We have got a phone number for you to ring. We won't be answering it on, we won't be answering it tonight. So we will look at it on another night. And the phone number for that is 07 828 201056. That's 07 828 201056. If you leave a message on that, either me or Jonathan will get back to you. That's not an issue. But
did you get the messages that I left pretending to be ghosts?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't do that, listeners. But I thought it was.
If you do, it'll be ignored anyway, like James was.
Right. Okay. Well, we've only got a few minutes to go till we're coming up to 9 o'clock. You are going to go and meet the team now.
Well, while you're talking, let me just get the
you get the stuff
out. So I'm just going to take my headphones off.
Yeah, no worries. You get your things. So Jamie's going to go down now onto the main deck here at Mill Street Barracks, where the guys should be pretty much ready and assembled. So we'll go over to Jamie in a minute. It's all right. It's just getting all this. Yeah. Oh, where are you going to leave the cat ball? You're not going to... Oh, right, okay. So Jamie's going to go down and meet the team, and then they're going to go off and begin the investigation. Do stay with us this evening, and hopefully, you know, you can be part of this live, almost live paranormal investigation with us. Are you done? Are you ready, or have you got your stuff? Right, no worries. Okay, so... You did slightly, yeah. I thought you were going to leave me on my own. Yeah. If you can see Jamie now, everyone, he's got his torch with him. He's got his recorders. He's got his phones, his binaural stuff as well, and he's got this kind of it's a flight case, but it opens out. It's like, you know, you see like a surgeon and they get all the things. Do
you want me to tell you what it is?
Go on.
It's actually a makeup box.
Oh, is it?
What you can buy. And when I went out with Marie, we were having a look around one of the shops, and I seen it and went, I wouldn't mind that. Because it's perfect, and it's perfect.
It's great,
Somebody else said to me, why are you walking around with a makeup box? And I said, have a look what's in it. It won't be making much up. But there it is, yeah.
Right, okay, well...
So, listen, James, I know you want to keep me in the studio.
I do. I don't want to be left on my own.
You have a little bit of a chat. I'm going to go down into wherever.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm going to go in the cellar, because we always start in the cellar, don't we?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know who's down there, but what I'll do, when I get there, I'll give you a quick text, because on the walkie-talkie in a minute, when you get the chance, to channel 2 or channel 3.
I will.
Channel 2.
Channel 2, okay.
Channel 2 down there, and then we've got that. If we get anything happening down there and you're still chatting away, or you're interviewing someone, we can come up. But listen, I'm going because... Right,
you get down there, you go down there, and while...
Well, they're all ready, because they've texted me.
Fab. And while Jamie's on his way down there now, here's a little bit of the history and the ghost stories of Mill Street Barracks. Standing proud as a symbol of our military past, Mill Street Barracks has been at the heart of the community of St Helens for 160 years. The building was originally constructed in 1861 as home of the 47th Lancashire Rifle Volunteer Corps. It was one of many similar volunteer drill halls that were built across the country around this time. It consisted originally of a large hall used for drilling, an officers' mess and reception room, and a house which was used by the caretaker of the building. A later extension was added around 1911, and today the building remains largely in its original configuration, albeit with some modern additions. Soldiers based at Mill Street served in the Second Boer War, and the battalion was mobilised at the barracks in August 1940 before being deployed to the Western Front. Many people walked through the doors who would never return. The barracks was used as overflow medical facilities during the Spanish flu pandemic and also during TB outbreaks, with the cellar often used as a temporary mortuary. The battalion converted to form the 61st Battalion South Lancashire Searchlight Regiment in 1940 during the Second World War, and the Army finally vacated the barracks in the 1970s, and it subsequently became home of the St Helens Sea Cadets, and remains in use for this purpose to this very day. The building has played a part in the lives of so many people in the local area and holds many emotions and fond memories. But in recent years, the building has also become well known for its alleged paranormal activity. Sinister shadowy figures and the ghostly images of soldiers and nurses have been reported by many people who have visited the building. People are prodded often by unseen hands, footsteps can be heard from unseen feet. Most frightening of all is an entity which lurks in the cellar. So negative is the feeling around it that some people refuse to enter the very room where it's supposed to reside. Tonight, the Axis Paranormal team will be spending time investigating this alleged paranormal activity. But will we encounter any of the spirits? Well, that was the history of Mill Street Barracks. Absolutely fantastic building. So interesting, so historic, and we're so lucky tonight to be spending time here doing this extended paranormal investigation. The wind is beginning to howl around this building. It's quite creepy. I'm up in the studio on my own and it is a little bit scary. So I'm going to go straight over now to Jamie, Lewis and Louise, who are in the cellar ready to begin their vigil. Jamie, can you hear me down in the cellar?
I can, James.
Okay, Jamie, are you ready to start?
Yeah, we're ready to start here.
Fantastic. Over to you. Good luck.
Thank you. Just give me a shout whenever you want.
Yeah, if I get too scared, I will.
Trust you to be on your own and be scared.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you. Okay, do you want to turn all torches out?
She's reluctant.
Well, the strange thing is I've come into the cellar. I didn't know who was in the cellar because what we've done is we just let you decide where you wanted to go, and I just said I'd just come down and see who's here. So I've got Lewis.
Hello.
And Louise.
Hello.
And myself. And I don't know where the others are. So it doesn't matter, does it? So do you want me to call out then? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to ask if there's anybody here in the cellar with us now. Anyone who can see us or hear us. If you'd like to come forward and talk to us, that's okay with us. You've got Lewis here. You've got Louise here. And you've got me, Jamie. Are you able to come forward and tell us who you are? We are in the middle room down in the cellar. The main cellar. Not the small one we were in a little bit earlier on with James. We're now in the big massive cellar which used to be it used to be a mortuary at one time.
I'm constantly looking in between the two doorways.
Yeah. Looking at the end room to my right. Like something's going on back and forth. Do you like?
I keep thinking that, like where the light is there, but just past it.
Mine's literally in that door.
No, mine's like just above where the light switch is though.
Yeah.
But behind me as well, it's weird. I can't explain it. I don't know if it is, but it's like I can see a remnant of a shadow, but I don't know if it is like Jamie said. It's just my eyes playing tricks in the corner.
Well, I keep looking left, and then I keep looking to the right, to see if I can see anything.
That's why I'm constantly looking one way. So if you do turn, at least I've got the opposite side to look.
Could he ask you to come forward towards us, please? You've got Lewis, Louise and myself. There's only 3 of us, so could you show yourself? Talk to us? Move towards us in some way or another. Let us know you're here. Are you able to make a sound? Copy me? If you can push something over or throw something. Show me your here, please. It's waiting for that moment of something to happen, isn't it?
I think it's building. If anything, I feel like it's building.
I was just going to ask you what you think's going to be happening.
Yeah, it feels like it's building and it's waiting. I don't know why, but it just feels like it's building. But then when I had my eyes closed in the middle room, I had my eyes shut. I keep seeing like a woman.
Where?
Just when I closed my eyes over, I just seen a woman. Do you know, like you just the whole senses are there, aren't they? When you get I kept envisioning like a woman standing there.
And could you see anything like a description of her, what she was wearing?
Like
or
old-fashioned, old Victorian clothes.
Yeah.
Which is quite odd, because I thought if anything it'd be the army and stuff like that, the SEALs, and, do you know what I mean, stuff like that, and it was just completely different.
That's interesting, because you would think army or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah, so if Victorian and a hair up and like curly, half up, half down kind of look, really.
Well, the building was built
because
the building was built in 1861.
Which would probably
beginning of that era.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. Do you want to call out Lee? Lee, I've just called you because
I'll have you for that.
Hey. Sorry. Lewis, do you want to call out?
Could you make that cat ball light up for us, please? Or show yourself in shadow form for us, please. Just to let us know that you're here. We're here with respect, we mean you no harm. You know who we are by now. Can you just show yourself for us, please?
Come on, do something. Show us you're here. Throw something. Make a sound. Move something. Can you copy me? I'm going to knock 3 times. Can you do this? Did you just make a noise? If you can't, do it again. Could you tell us your name? What was that? Right. Excuse me again. It's very dry down here, isn't it? As well?
Yeah.
Come and talk to us.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's really misty, like dry, musty type down here.
If anybody else can see us or hear us, we're inviting you to come forward and talk to us. Show yourself, make shadows. Copy me?
It's going darker in here.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's going darker at the end room.
Where?
It's going dark by here.
Did you just say Marie?
By the end room.
Oh, I said Marie. Did you say things said that?
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Yeah?
So it's going darker by the end room.
Oh no, feels like it's slowly going darker.
Wonder how the others are getting on.
Be interested to find out.
Yeah. Well, Marie's doing a lone. It's a lone
Yeah,
vigil.
she said, didn't she?
Yeah. That'll be interesting how that's going to get on. I'm going to ask again. Could you please come forward? Let us know you're here. We don't mean you any harm. Talk to us. If there's anything you can do to show us you're here, please do so.
Can I hear movement to the
Whereabouts?
down there?
Could have sworn I've just seen a little blink of light in the firing range.
You just pointed, you just said the wiring range.
I just heard something on the left as well.
Yeah.
I've just seen like a little
Just
little
as you
blink of
said
light.
that, it's-
It was very faint, like literally a quick flash.
Excuse me, I've gotten really dry down here. Sorry.
It's like we're being watched through both
Mm.
doors.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's me, but it's very slight, and you wouldn't feel it ordinarily, but it's slightly getting cooler.
I'm drying up really bad here.
Yeah.
Hello, James.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's very quiet down here, and we're getting dried up very, very quickly.
Getting dried up, what do you mean?
1 minute we're all right, and then we're coughing. It's like the atmosphere's changed, and our throats are very dry and everything else. Whether it's the dust or not, I don't know.
Okay, no worries. Are you going to come back up to the studio, or are you going to stick out a bit longer?
I'll go to the studio in a minute, and what I'll do is I'll send Lewis and Louise somewhere else, because it's very quiet down in the cellar at the moment. We've not had a lot happen.
No worries. Maybe we need to do a bit of opening up and stuff in a bit, just see if we can get a few more things going on. Pretty quiet up in the studio at the moment as well, but the wind is definitely getting worse.
Right. Well, what we'll do is, if you want to go out and do something, I'll come up and take over from up there.
No problem. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, we're on our way up now. Okay, so we'll just wait our way up. He'll still be recording when we get up there as well. Just put them out the way. Oh yeah, we've got to get the cap balls, haven't we? Okay. Oh, I've just hit the walkie.
It's strange the way we started coughing normally.
Yeah. It was very, very dry all of us. I feel fine now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel absolutely fine now. Just going to get the cat ball.
Yeah, like it was moving. So I thought after then.
Did you not see that?
What's that?
I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me before, but what would save your life over that?
That?
Yeah,
Like
movement by there.
Right.
But
That's where we get the dark shadow
That might be what it
in
was.
the same area.
that might be what we saw.
So what I'm going to do with you two, if you want, do you know the classroom at the top of the stairs?
Yeah.
If you want to make your way there, alone, are you prepared to do that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'll give you the walkie-talkie and I'll go back up to James.
The look on Louise's face.
There's the walkie-talkie. Just let us know when you get there. Do you want this big torch? You got one there.
Are you alright?
There's a fake in that one because what happened last time in there.
If you with me, you're fine.
That's
Well, I'll send James over to you anyway when I go up to the studio.
I'll try and see, and if I feel pain,
Okay. Well, we've got the radio.
I've got that as well.
Well, let's go and talk to James for 5 minutes before we send you over there, and then we can tell him what we've had down in the cellar. And get a glass of water at the same time.
Do you reckon that was the atmosphere changing in that?
I don't know, because I just found it really difficult to talk all of a sudden.
That sounds like they're on the way back up now after the first vigil. We'll see how the guys are.
Oh,
I'm just glad I'm not in up here on my own. It's getting a bit chilly in here. How are you folks? You alright?
yeah.
Everything go alright?
It was fine.
Anything happening?
It went a bit dry.
Yeah.
It was like really the atmosphere changed and that.
So how did you feel as though the atmosphere had changed? Did it anything in particular or?
Well, Louise had the most of it.
Yeah. Louise, get the microphone down. Tell us what you picked up on. The guy's just getting the cells set up now. They've just come back in and have colleges just to go straight on recording. So did you pick up anything in particular or?
Yeah, I was getting like a lot. Like I shut my eyes at one point,
Yeah.
and like I envisioned like a lady,
Yeah.
Victorian, half hair up, half down with curly there,
Yeah.
which is a bit weird.
Was
I didn't think
Was she young or old or?
young.
Was she? And what do you feel that? Do you feel she was connected to the building or kind of the? As in, how do you?
Yeah.
Well, I should say, how do you feel she was connected to the building?
Just the way she walked
Yeah.
towards. Like if it's someone from outside or anything like that or somewhere else, it wouldn't be in this building.
What about you, Lewis? Anything? Did you pick up anything? Or?
It was like shadows. Like I could see shadows every so often, and I could hear rustling beside me, like when we was in the middle room. It's quite weird, really, because I had my eyes closed for the majority part of it.
Yeah. And which rooms were you in? Was just in the middle room?
We've done both the middle room and we've done the corridor as well in the cellar.
Right. Okay.
So we moved from one to the other.
Middle room and the corridor. Yeah. It'd be interesting to say. I think it'd be interesting because obviously tonight we've got the time to do the whole building, haven't we? So we can spend time in different areas. But I don't know about you, Jamie. I mean, we always find here that it starts off slow. Oh, I'm just knocking the radio everywhere. It starts off slow and then it kind of builds.
Up, yeah. But when we were in the main corridor, then it was fine. I was calling out, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, my throat just started to get drier and
Yeah.
drier and drier, and I couldn't really shout. That's what I'm going to call you.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. And as soon as we finished there, I was fine again. As
Yeah.
soon as we got up and said we were coming out, I could talk.
You was absolutely fine. It's interesting though because I've obviously just been up here while you've been down there. It's been dead quiet, but the wind is getting worse, and you can hear it. Like I was saying before, you can hear it like howling, and it's quite creepy, really. You know. Well, that'll be one for us to watch out for tonight, because I know when it does get very windy, I always feel it can lift the energies up, but it can also make a lot of noises as well that we can think is.
I mean, we've been here that long. We
Yeah.
know the doors, we know everything like that, so we're all right on that one.
So where have I got to go on a vigil then?
Soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not going on my own.
No, you've got these two, or you can join Ray a little bit later on, because Lee'll be down there on his own.
That's fine. Me and Lewis will be brave. We'll go and do a vigil. Boiler room. Boiler room, yeah. Not that small. Boiler room or the small cellar.
Oh, you're going back down the cellar?
I'll be brave, yeah.
The smaller cellar?
The small cellar, yeah.
Smell then.
I've got to tell you though, I'm an absolute nervous wreck at times. I really am. So
Yeah, it's alright. I've had my fair few experiences in that small cellar. So
we done it at the beginning of the show, didn't we?
Yeah.
Before we just decided to start on it, and it was very, very good.
it was good, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Wonder whether everything's just over there and not over here tonight.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
I was going to send them two up to the classroom at the top of the stairs.
I think we should.
Well, Louise wouldn't do it.
Would you not? Why not?
I've had a bad experience in the room.
Tell us about your experience.
So sitting in the corner, at the very back of the corner of the room, and the jacket that literally I've got on now, it started pulling against me. Now it's loose. There's no way this can pull.
Yeah.
It was going into my back. For no reason, I was like, step away, because I felt like something was there causing it. And then it wouldn't step away. It kept on and on and on. And then Jonathan obviously asked for it to do the same thing, but it wouldn't stop until I left the room.
Yeah, it's quite creepy, really, isn't it? And that's the middle classroom, is it? The thing I find about that is that room, it's a bit like that middle cellar. That it's sorry, Jamie's just on the phone. You know, turn your phone off. There's a sign outside that says "Turn your phone off" in the studio.
There's always one.
There's always one, and it's Jamie's show, and he's on the phone there. But no, it is quite creepy in there, and I think one of the reasons I find with it is because it's so dark.
Yeah.
Like I think even in this, and it's why I find that we was in that little cellar before, and you literally can't see your hand in front of your face. And I think with this, even the main cellar, because there's the emergency light, it's really dark, but you can still see a little bit, yeah. My main worry is that there's going to be some kind of massive spider that just comes down. So anyone who was listening to the show will have heard you at the cemetery on doing your investigation. What about it? What did you enjoy about that? Did anything happen, or because I didn't? I've not heard it. You see, that's all. So
it was quite creepy.
Was it?
Like, I'd say it was fine. It was really chilled out, calm. There was no wind, nothing at all. It was a really nice night.
Yeah.
And then certain parts went darker.
Right.
For no reason. Then we had, I think it was, what was it called? Like a mist at one point. There's no mist anywhere but one place.
Yeah.
So it was a bit weird, I'd say.
Creepy.
Yeah, quite creepy, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because, like, I think cemeteries are atmospheric anyway. But when you go there and it's, you know, late at night, it has a whole different feeling, doesn't it? You know what I mean? So how did you two kind of get interested in the paranormal and stuff? What was it that kind of drew you into it?
We kind of watched paranormal stuff anyway. We've been that interested in Ghost Adventures, Paranormal Lockdown, Paranormal Lockdown UK. Like, we watch the Osbournes do it and whatnot.
Oh right, yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's been something that we've always been interested in, really, and we saw that it was here because we watched Paranormal Lockdown UK when
they came here.
Nick Groff and Katrina Weidman came here.
Yeah.
And we saw that they were having an open day here.
Yeah.
And we came in and whatnot. We were doing our own thing. We were getting to grips with going around talking to people.
Yeah.
And I noticed Jamie in the corner, and I pointed to Lou, like,
oh,
in the corner. Yeah. Oh,
he looked absolutely. It made me laugh when I saw that because he looked absolutely terrified on it, like all the way through. and he's not actually scared, like, you know what I mean. When he opened the door, and I thought it was a really good show, and I thought the way it looked like he actually lived here and like he was just here all the time, you know, which obviously he's not. So what would you say, like, kind of has been so far in the stuff you've done here? What would you say has been your favourite thing so far?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think the mini cellar.
The little cellar.
Yeah.
That's where we're going in a bit, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to be absolutely
terrified. I
terrified.
enjoyed that, really, but I also enjoyed the classroom. Partly because with the mini cellar, obviously I'm not going to go into detail because the listeners can find that one out later, but you find yourself drawn to a certain spot.
Yeah. And well, that's interesting because I have not been in the cellar with you, and it'll be interesting to see. Don't say anything and don't tell me, because I'll be interested to see if I'm drawn to the same area as you have. Because when Jamie and I were in there before, we was both kind of focused on a certain area, and there seems to be a lot of things happening in that particular area. So it'll be interesting to see if what we got is the same as what you got as well. And what about you, Louise?
Yeah, so obviously I was here a few weeks back with Haunted Adventures, I think it was called.
Yeah.
And there was quite a lot that happened because obviously we were doing a glass one where you move it around, yes or no. And we were in, I think it was like, it's next to the ballroom classroom, so it's like a little mini classroom.
Oh, I know which one you mean.
And we went in there, there was quite a lot in there. And a few things were coming through, and then there was like a female that come through to me.
Yeah.
And it basically showed she was okay with me and safe with me. But then I got pains in my right side, really stabbing pains. And I says, this male spirit, it said yes. And I said, do you mean to do this? And it put yes. So... There's a bit of...
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? And I always think of it in a way that it's kind of like you have almost... the spirits who are kind of not necessarily resident here, because I'm not a believer that they're here all the time. I think they come and visit and then go. I think you get the ones who are associated with the building, and from my experience here, I also think you get some that are kind of, and these are probably the more negative ones, that are attracted by all the paranormal investigations that go on, and they're kind of drawn in. And I quite strongly believe that the things that we see that are slightly more kind of left field, like the shadows and the weird kind of, the crawler and stuff such as that, I think they're from that side of it. I don't think they're in any way associated with people who were kind of involved in the building who come back because they love the building and stuff. Anyway, we're just going to take a little moment, and then we'll be back in a few ticks with Mr. Jamie Williams taking over the hot seat as we go off and do some investigation. So, speak to you in a little bit. You're listening to Halloween Special for Access Paranormal Radio Podcast on L35 Radio.
Well, thanks for James for doing that part of the show for us while I was down with Louise and Lewis in the little old cellar there. I'm saying little old cellar. It was it's a bit creepy, but it was quite quiet as well. I felt it was quiet. I know that you had a few things happening to you, and the funny thing is we've got Marie doing a lone vigil. I'm not sure where she is. I think she's near the toilet, isn't she? Because it's quite haunted there.
Yeah. I think she's going to go into the cellar eventually as well.
Oh, is that what she's doing? Yeah. And then we've got James, Lewis, and Lee Arnold's joined us now, and they're over in the classrooms, I think it is now, isn't it? So they're off on their little bit of an adventure. Me and Louise are in the studio here. We've actually put a cat ball on the table. We've got, because things have happened in here while we've been in here. And you've experienced it before yourself, haven't you? I'm just waiting to see if they're all set up down there. I know that they went about 10-15 minutes ago, James and that. So we'll see how they're getting on in a bit. So, well, he radioed through before, didn't he, when Marie was there, and they was and he said they were a bit nervous about what was going on there. So that'll be interesting to see what they've been picking up. And later on, near the end of the show, me and Jonathan are finishing the show off somewhere in Mill Street. So that'll be a bit worrying. a bit
worrying.
Yeah, a bit worrying for Jonathan, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the good thing is I haven't got Lewis to scare us out, scare the living daylights out of us, have I? Yeah. So what I'll do is, what we'll try and do, if we can, we'll try and see if we can get hold of Marie and see how she's doing. We'll see how James is getting on first, because I know Marie's just gone quiet.
And it was moving. See, the interesting thing is, where we're going through now, this room, this building, there's a strange energy in here, but this building is actually a little bit later than the main building. So that, where we've just come through now, this walkway, that was originally the outside wall, and this was built in about 1911, something like that, as an extra wing. But what's even creepier is just looking out, look at those trees. It's like, it's eerie, isn't it? Do you want to do a call out in that middle classroom for a minute then, shall we? Or do you want to go up to the boat?
We came in here as well while we were doing that glass divination. There was a pencil sharpener that got through at that wall while we was in there.
And not from any direction that anyone was?
Well, the pencil sharpener was there.
Right.
And he got chucked there.
Okay.
While we was all in here.
I hope nobody throws anything at us tonight. Well, I do actually. I should be saying that I hope that people do things like that, really,
You do, but on the opposite side you don't, do you?
Yeah. Well, you'll have to sit next to me because I'm not sitting on my own.
That's not a problem.
Shall we sit here?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Doors are all shut. So just for the listeners, we're in the top classroom at Mill Street Barracks. Many people who've been here before said that this room's haunted by a spirit called the Angry Man. Jamie and I are of the opinion that he's not really angry in terms of, he just doesn't like people being in his space. Sometimes I think people can be a bit aggressive with him and he reacts a little bit like that. But it'd be interesting to see what we get,
Worth turning the ramp up.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I think we've got a cat ball as well, haven't we? I'll tell you what we'll do.
I'll put this one by this door.
Yeah, you put the REM pod there, I'll put the cat ball over here. I'll pop in on this, tell you what I'll do, I'll pop in on this table and then we'll see if we get anything from there.
If that rolls off now, I'm going to be absolutely terrified. Right, okay, should we go lights off?
Lights off.
Okay, okay. It's still going. That's quite weird, actually, that we've
yeah, there's something there already.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, right,
my God.
sure.
Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, thank you. It is pitch black in this room, isn't it? Absolutely pitch
And
black.
already the light's being blocked out by the door.
See, the weird thing is when you've got these on, I can hear you. I can obviously hear you as in like you sat there, but I can hear. It's such a weird sound.
How weird is that? If you look at one hole compared to the other in the doors, because you can see two green lights, can't you?
Yeah.
If you look at one closes. If you look at the opposite one, the other one goes.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, that's really interesting, isn't it?
Like a domino effect.
Yeah, must be a vision thing, that, isn't it?
It could be.
Okay.
There you go, it's been blocked off.
I'm going to call out now to any spirit people who can hear my voice in this area of the building here in Mill Street Barracks. Any astral beings who are around and can hear us, please step forward into this room. Give us any sign that you can to let us know that you're here. Can you make a sound? There's some devices around the room. There's a little ball and a little black machine with an aerial on it. If you go near to them, they'll flash or light up. If Jack's here, or the gentleman, the tall gentleman who we know is in this space. I swear to God, I just saw something over that corner then when I was just, by the door.
Yeah.
The gentleman who's in this space, can you step forward for us, please?
I've seen it to the left of me.
Oh, you know what?
Corner of my eye. There's more than one in here.
Yeah. Well, at the minute, it's that kind of feeling as though you're being watched.
Yeah.
And certainly just looking towards, I'm pointing here and you can't even see my hand.
Are you pointing towards the door?
I'm pointing towards the door we've just come through.
That one?
That one, that's the one, yeah. I'm pointing towards that door.
Yeah, I can't see where your hand is. I have to. I have
just
to
sat here holding hands.
I have to feel for where.
It's fine.
Whoa! I've just got the weirdest flash of light to my eye. Then.
Whereabouts? You know what? Oh my God! Just after you said that, I just saw in that direction of the door again, a little streak of light go up. You know, like when you actually see an orb on film.
Do you know what? It was underneath me. 3 times I've just got that flash of light towards me.
If there's somebody near to it, there's definitely somebody around here now, and you can feel it as well.
Yeah, you can feel the atmosphere's changed.
If there's somebody here with us now, I know there's somebody who wants to talk to us.
It's behind me.
Did you hear
that?
Yeah, I did hear that, yeah.
That's in front of us now. It was behind me just.
Just watch yourself, because it's just where you are.
It's by the door.
Okay.
It's by the door, I can see its shadow.
Okay. If you're over by the door, can you make a tap for me, please? Can you go close to the... Oh, I've just got goosebumps all over me.
I feel uneasy at this point. My chest's gone really tight.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Do you know what? I'm confident.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine. It's right in the doorway. Look ahead of you.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
If it's you, the tall gentleman, can you please move that cat ball?
There is a tiny bit of light just coming through from the...
What, to the left of us?
Just where the door is, there's a little bit of light just coming through from outside. Just you can just about see it now.
Can you light up the cat ball, please? Or can you touch the REM pod so we know where you are?
Just seen a light go up over there. I can hear with these on, I can actually hear my kind of heartbeat. It's quite creepy.
Jamie usually does that. But with Jamie, you know that you're going to hear his belly rumble.
I know.
Sorry, Jamie, if you can hear this.
He did a vigil one night, and somebody who was there said, "Can the spirit communicate through his belly, making noises?" There we go. Right. Okay. So
behind us.
Yeah, just to your left. Something just come straight in there now. Whoever's just come in here now joining us, it's a different person to that one over there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tap on the door for me, please, or do anything you can? You all right?
Yeah, just got a cough.
Yeah, slow down there. There we go. Okay. Do anything you can for me, please.
Could you even light my torch up? As further proof that you're here. I'm going to place it on the table in front of me. Could you light it up for me, please?
Feels really uneasy in here at the minute.
You alright?
I'm alright, yeah. I just feel...
It's the feeling that
I always,
the amnesia feeling.
Yeah, I always get it in this room where I just start to feel sick. Are you leaning forward?
I am.
Alright, okay, thank God for that.
Sometimes I find leaning forward just a little bit easier. I don't know why. It's instinct telling me to do so.
Whichever spirit person is here with us, I know there's people in this room with us now. The atmosphere's changed, we've seen some lights, we've seen some movement. Please use our energy, come close to us, use our energy. Do anything you can to communicate with us. On the table over there is a little ball. If you can see it, if you go near to it and try and touch it, it'll start to flash. You can talk to us using that. Oh my God, something's just gone past that door. Something has just gone past that door. I don't know whether he was looking in that direction.
I've got my eyes closed to sense more.
That's great. So there's only me who can see. Fab.
Sorry, I should have
no, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Sometimes I get more of I feel like the energy around me. I get more of if I know something's close by, I start getting uneasy and I feel inside myself, like my chest comes in.
Just that tall thing is in that corner over there, by the way. It's just come back in.
To the left of us?
Yeah.
I've just had a tap to the left of me.
I'm just wondering where to put this. I've got to move the chair a bit closer, then I can put this recorder on. There we go.
Change to Jamie.
Right, we are going to get started. So, just having a look round where I am. Got the torch on. I'm ready to turn the torch off. Okay, so Mill Street Barracks. My name's Marie, and I'm doing a lone vigil down in the cellar. I'm at the bottom of the stairs into the small room right at the very bottom with the little window in. So I'm going to do this call out. You might be able to hear some rustling, and that could possibly be me hair. So until I listen back to it, I won't realise. Okay, so I'm going to turn the torch off and do a call out. So, anybody here? Is there anybody in the cellar with me? It's funny because I can just hear white noise. Whether it's because of these earplugs being in, I'm not sure. And I don't know how these working. So if I heard something, would I hear it through these headphones, I'm thinking? Or would it just be on the recording after? So I don't know properly how this is working. It's first time. I just know I've got to keep my hair out of the way. Oops, I just caught it. I've got to keep my hair out of the way because you might be able to hear the rustling. So I'll do my best to keep myself still. So I've got anybody here with me at the moment? My name's Marie. Can you tell me your name? Have we got any soldiers coming to join us? Coming to join me, I should say. I'm so used to being with a team. We got the soldier that usually comes onto the stairs. Hello? Have we got any of our nurses here? Have we got anyone else here? Anybody who wants to talk to me? We've got people throughout the building. We've got people in the classrooms on the other side. We've got Jamie, who's in the recording studio at the moment. I think he's with Louise, recording a little bit of the show. And we've got James, Lee and Lewis, and they're in the classroom, I believe. So is there anybody down here with me? I've got headphones in, so you may have to talk a bit louder, because really I only can hear my own voice. There's some bells that's hung up. There's some in the hello? Is there anybody peeping there? It just looked like a black shadow peeping out from around the door, but further back than the door, so it's in like the long passageway. So we've got a bell on the ceiling in the passageway. There's one in here. Can anybody knock the bell for me? Well, there's obviously the big bell upstairs as well. Can you ring the bell for me, please? Can you find it? If not, do you think you'd be able to rock this table that's in front of me? And is anybody here with me? I just want to know a little bit about you. If you can give me your name, that would be great. As I say, my name's Marie. I come in peace. I'm here just to chat with you and find out if you can give me some of your background. I'd appreciate it if you could speak to me. And you see the table in front of me? Let me see how far it is. It's quite solid actually. Oh, just not the table. So the kitty ball's just gone off. Okay, if you want to make that happen, and that's a shine, what you have to do is what I've just done. To push the table, or push that little ball in the middle. It'll just light up. It's not magic, it's not anything. It's just things. Thank you. Thank you for that. So the ball's just lit up. See, I've told you it's not magic or anything. It's just things evolve, and you know, we use different sorts of things than when you was on this earth. Things change all the time. Do you think you could give me your name? Are you able to speak out for me? If I ask you a question and the answer's yes, do you think you could move that ball to light up on the table for the answer yes? If you understand me, can you light the ball up for me again, please? Thank you so much. I appreciate that, thank you. So, that's okay. You have to move away from it, stop touching it for it to go off, and then I can ask you another question. That's great, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, my question to you, I'll just wait for it to go off again. So you know how it works now, so thank you. It is good, isn't it? It is quite fascinating. Are you a male? Are you a... Oh, you are a male. So you're... Okay, I'll just wait for the ball to go off again. Thank you so much. Was you working in these premises? If that's a yes, would you like to touch the ball again for a yes? Or just leave it alone if it's a no? Okay. Was you in the army here? Are you just passing through? Do you know me? I've been here a few times. Do you recognise me? Okay, as I say, my name's Marie. Do you know Jamie? He's a... Yes, I thought you would do. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you. The ball is still going off. Thank you. Are you friends with Jamie? Do you like Jamie coming here? Do you like us all coming here to talk to you? Oh, I take that to no then. Do you think you'd be able to, like move, I don't know, roll the ball that lights up? Do you think you can do that? Do you want to give it a go and try it? I don't know if you can use your energies to move. Is there anything else you can do to... Can you make a noise? I'm just moving my hair on the speakers. Are you still here? Are you still here to talk to me, please? Oh. If you want to come back and talk to me, if there's anything that you want to talk about, you can ask me if you can call out to me, and this device that I've got down on the chair, it actually picks up your wording. I'm sorry to say that you're going. If you can build up the energies and come and talk to me. Thank you. Oh, thank you. That's so good of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So the ball's lit up. It's still going. I'll have to wait. Are you down here all the time? If it's a yes, can you touch the ball, please? Am I correct in, just if you can just correct me, is it right that you are a man, a male? Are you moving round me? Because I've just seen a figure then in front of me. Do you want to touch the ball on the table? I can just make some shadows out now. Are you a female? Are you somebody different than who I've just been talking to? Are you the same person I've just been talking to? If it's a yes, would you touch the ball, please? And set those colours off. How can you interact with me? There must be things that you'd like to ask me or say. Do you know where you are? Do you know what these premises are or what they were used for? It's proper gone blacker than black. Hello?
Hi Marie, how are you getting on?
Hiya Jamie, I'm getting some good things from the ball. They definitely know you anyhow. That's for sure. They don't seem to know me as much, but they seem to know you. It's as if they keep going in and out, but the ball's answering directly on the questions and the ball is actually on the table.
Oh, so as you're talking as you're asking the questions, the ball is reacting to your questions?
Definitely. I've had a great response. So that's really good. I might move into the other room shortly. I'm in the small room. But I'll have no other go. I'm just trying to find out, because it's a male that I was speaking to. I'm just trying to find out some information, if I can get some. I'm not hearing any noises, so I can't hear any voices or anything. Doesn't help with the headphones, and I take it, but we'll go from here.
Okay, well I'll leave you to. We are dipping in and out with the mixer, so we can hear you calling out and things like that. So don't swear.
As if.
I know. I'll leave you to it, Marie. Thank you.
Okay. Hello.
So the cat balls are going off still and reacting.
To questions as well.
And it says it knows my name. Well, did it tell you? Let me putting that back on. Did it tell you, Louise, about I was here with Haunted Scouts a couple of weeks ago, and they were doing one for their station on YouTube. And the funny thing was, I was down in the cellar with Chris, and if you go and watch it on their station, you can actually hear when he asks something. You actually hear them say Jamie Williams.
Oh,
my full name. And again, that's in 3D as well. That's 3D audio. Yeah, that's that'd be a good one. That, but yeah, and so for some reason or other, they're reacting to me.
Definitely.
So you've got Marie saying that it's reacting. It knows me for deafness.
Yeah.
You had Chris the other week with the Haunted Scouse saying that as well. So yeah, great for me, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah. I'm debating whether to do a lone vigil.
I think that'd be a good idea because they keep calling to you.
I didn't ask you for your opinion.
I just thought to get it out there, but even if it was just like outside of a room, so you're not inside.
Yeah, outside the studio will be great because there'll be somebody inside the studio.
Well, one of us waited here. You just go outside.
Yeah, we could try that in a bit anyway. You're itching to go down, aren't you?
No.
You're not? You're quite happy sitting here for now, are you?
Happy with my chair and my bottle. No,
well, you come here for a ghost, don't you? So
I
know.
You're gonna have to do
know.
One.
Well, I'll tell you
I think what it is with the mini cellar, I had a lot from that, so I did get quite a lot from that. I did feel uncomfortable sometimes, but it wasn't too bad. It's the boardroom classroom, I'd say, that's my worst. Out of all the rooms, I'd say that's me worst.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's not too bad.
Well, I'll tell you
I've
what.
just got to be brave and man up.
Me and you will go up to the top classroom. Okay.
If you're going to do it, then I can.
Yeah, I promise you I'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it in a little bit. Because what we'll do is we'll go up there and do that. Yeah. What I've done now is I've actually put. You can probably hear them in the background. You can hear you can hear the call out in the background now. Yeah. What I've done is I've just put the mixer up a little bit, so people can listen what's going on in the background. I know we're talking over them.
Good idea.
But there'll be a time when I'll just go quiet and we can have a listening on them. I just thought I'd put it in the background just to keep us company, really.
Yeah.
Plus, we can hear what they're saying and that, so it's quite good. I quite like doing that.
It's interesting then.
Yeah, and they don't have to just keep listening to our voice. Well, they do have to listen because we're talking, but at least you can hear that there is an investigation going on down there. But whatever you do, keep your headphones on because all their investigations are in 3D audio. So if you put your headphones on, you will feel as if you're in that room or wherever they are, and it's a great experience as well. You've done it, haven't you? And you feel as if you're there. Yeah.
It's like you're turning every way, like left and right.
Oh yeah.
You think it's there, and you're like, oh, I'm in my room.
Yeah.
But you feel like you're there, so it is really good. Really good experience.
And I don't think it's ever been done. I mean, we're doing this 4-hour investigation, and so I'd say 90% of it is in 3D audio because it's never been done before. And it's for people. I know it's for people at home to be able to experience what it's like to be on that investigation, because there's some people out there who can't get on the investigation, and we want to try and interact with them and make them or let them exactly Louise. Yeah. So let's go quiet for a little bit and let's listen in on what's going on in the well, let's just listen in.
If you can knock that ball, that'd be fantastic. Anybody from the stairs? If you want to come down, we had somebody from the army, gentlemen. Do you want to talk to me? Right, okay. I'm here to talk. If you want to talk to me, I'm going to close these 2 big blue doors, and then I can see all the way across the middle hall. And where am I going to put this ball? Oh, there's a chair here. I'm going to put the ball straight on the chair because it can't move from there unless it gets pushed. Hello? Let me just move my hair again. I should have bought a bubble. Hello, did I hear someone then? Hello? Is there anybody here? Just fixing my speaker. Sorry about that, folks, if you can hear me moving it at the back of my ear. Oh, sorry, it must be really loud. I do apologise. Hello? Is there anybody down in the cellar with me? Would you like to come and chat to me, or do you want to show your presents? Now, I had a beautiful orb, the biggest orb that I'd ever seen down here. Are you able to come back down to me? You'd be able to come around and show me your light. So I've put the ball onto the chair just opposite me. That ball's there. If you want to touch it, and that will mean you're communicating with me. If you want to have a go now, and then you can see how it works. It's nothing witchcrafty or magical or anything like that. It's just there that you can help communicating just by touching it, and it'll light up. So, and if you light it up, that's communicating the word yes to me. Okay. So, have I got anybody female down here with me, please? Have you got anyone that would stand round with me? Any females want to come and introduce yourself to me? I'm Marie. It'd be nice for you to join me. Be nice, some, female company to chat to. Right, I can't see any movement just yet. This is where we get usually a lot of shadows, movement, and the biggest orb that I've ever seen with my own eyes from here. I always think there's a portal under the stairs because that's where it disappeared off to, and up the stairs. I know you get asked these questions all the time. Who you are, what's your name, what century is it, what year is it for you here? It'd be absolutely fantastic if you could answer me some of these questions. Or if there's something different that you want to know about, call out and I will answer your question for you. If I can answer a question, I will do. If there's something different than what we all ask you that you want us to ask you, come and speak it, please. If you're here with me, you can hear me, you're not sure, there's absolutely nothing to worry about. I'm here as a friend, as someone you can talk with, somebody you can trust and speak to. It would just be absolutely brilliant to know something about you and what you do. The person I was talking to earlier, I think it was a male, who said yes to. Are you still here, please? Can you communicate touching the ball on the chair again, please? Or there is a ball in the room that I've just come out of. There's a ball straight at the door. You can touch that. I should be able to see it from here. Hello? Do you want to come forward and show me? Just, walk past me. Let me see where you are. I'm here on my own. Jamie's upstairs. And some friends. I'm just here because I'm interested and to get to know about you, about afterlife, about when you was here. Can you give us any information of what it's like once you pass over? Are you able to do that for me, please? Did you pass through a light? Or did you stay away from the light? Now I can't see anybody at the moment, so if you stood around me, means I can't see you. And that means either you're a spirit or I'm a spirit form. And we can't see each other, so we're on a different plane. Can you find a way to communicate with me, or to show me you're around. If you're trying to get me attention, I'm not ignoring you. It's just that I can't see you and I can't hear you at anything at the moment. So can you push something to let me know whereabouts you are? Can you go past me, because I might be able to see your shadow? Can you be an energy form for me? Can you come and show me yourself as a light? I'd really appreciate it if you did come forward. It's going to be Halloween soon. What do you think of Halloween? Is it something blown out of proportion? I'm just going to kneel on this chair. Something blown out of proportion, or is it something that you like? Guy Fawkes Night is coming up. Did you like the fireworks? Did it mean something else to you? We've got Halloween here. We get lots of ghost stories and different things and happening and saying, and our children going round trick-or-treating. What do you make of it? What do you make of Halloween? If you can hear me, please move the ball on the chair. As you know, it's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing that will harm you. Right. Right, it's quite dark now. I'm just trying to move my hair back. Let's make sure. Oh, sorry about this. If you can hear me moving this earphone, I am so sorry. I'm deafening you. To the listeners out there, I'm so sorry. I'm fixing it to me here. Oh gosh. Alright, I'll do my best like that. Is there anybody here with me, please? I'm just going to walk round. Hello? Is there anybody in that small room where I was? Why are you not talking to me? It'll pass the time a little bit. Come on forward. Please, I can ask you to come forward. As I say, I do appreciate it. The person that was communicating with me earlier, can you please come back? Have we got any army people here? Nurses? Children? Spirits of anyone I've not mentioned? It's getting dark in that corner for some reason. It's the corner, actually, that Jamie doesn't like. I'm going to go over. Shall I take my torch? I think I better. Just in case. Right, let's have a look. Hello? I'm near the room that Jamie doesn't like. Got my torch on, I'll give it a shine. I can't see anything or hear anything. I'm having a look in the firing range. Right, I've got to turn my torch up again. Wow, it's pitch black. Hello? Is there anybody here with me? Anyone at the bottom of this area? Anyone that was in the morgue or was here? The firing range as we call it? Do you think you can move one of the chairs or tables down there? Hello? Come on, can you knock on the wall? Can you do this? Can you follow that noise? If you can hear me, can you come forward to me? I'm putting the torch back on. Come on, hello. Be nice if you could come and join me and speak to me. Or communicate or just knock or anything. Any entities? Spirits? Guardians? Anyone who can hear me? I'll do Jamie's. Is Claire here? Claire, are you with me? I'm on my own down here. Be nice to have some female company. That's me walking about if you can hear me. I'm walking up and down. Hello? Claire, is that your real name? Do you know, can you tell me how many people you looked after? Oh, the atmosphere's slightly changed here. Claire, are you with me? I know we keep calling you Claire. Is that your real name? Do you want to tell me your real name, Claire? Jamie always called you Claire. Hello? Is there anyone peeping behind that corner? If that's somebody peeping, can you please come out? You don't need to peep. I'm not going to cause you any harm or anything. Don't be shy. I'm in on my own. Hello? Have you got a name that you want me to call out? Is there someone that you want me to get in touch with? Is there anybody that you know in your family or anything that's here on earth that I will be able to see or speak to? Have you got a message for anyone? If you have, do you want to move something or move this ball on here like earlier? If you can't do it, would you get someone to come and help you? Hello? If you can hear the little noise, it is me moving on the floor. I'm going to go upstairs now. Can you... is there anything that you'd like to say to me before I go? Oh, it's getting quite dark down here now. Right, it's changed. It's gone, if you understand it, darker, a lot darker. Oh. Hello? Are you moving around me? Can you move out a bit and then I can see you, because you seem to be around my legs here. I can see your shadow next to mine. Hello? Can you move up and down for me? Can you move around? Are you keeping within my shadow, because I can see at the side it moving? Don't be afraid. Are you a child? Are you with me? Do you like that ball on the side? Just have a look.
Out to any spirit people, any spirit person around this area who can hear my voice in this building, come forward, come to us. I feel like someone's just touching me back. Come forward.
To my right.
Come to us. If you can hear my voice, come towards us, communicate with us. Let us know that you're here with us. You've got me, James.
Me, Lee.
And
Did you hear that tapping?
Yeah, I did. 2 taps. Thank you. If that was you tapping, could you tap again, please? There's just seems something moved behind Lee over there.
Right, can I just swap places then?
You're right, yeah. Where are you? I can't see you at all.
Let me just squeeze.
It's all right. Come on, I'll stand there.
That's it.
Right, we're all stood together now. If people could see us, we're literally quite like literally gaggled as one. Okay.
I've got my eyes closed to the whole thing now. I like to sense things differently.
Okay. Whoever's here with us now, if that was you, I've just seen behind Lee. Lee, I've just got my hand on your shoulder so you know where I am. Can you show yourself again, please? Make a sound, do anything you can. That's Jamie, that message. It frightens me more than I throw ringers in a minute.
Could you walk over to the REM pod or light up the cat ball for us, please, to let us know where you are?
You literally cannot see your hand in front of your face, can you?
No, nothing.
Like literally nothing. I know Marie's doing stuff with the blindfold on the things, but like in here, you don't need it because you just can't see anything anyway. Can we hear your footsteps? We know the spirit. We know there's people in here. We know there's people who communicate with us here.
Feels like there's something behind me.
Whereabouts? Where are you? You there?
No, I just got like. It's weird. It feels like heart palpitations, but it's not.
You all right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, Lee.
You're all right.
I get that quite often down here. To be fair. I got it last time.
Whoever's here with us, if Jack's here, or any other person who wishes to talk to us tonight, please come forward and communicate with us.
Did you hear that tap?
Yeah, I did. I'm just trying to figure where it was coming from. It sounded over by the stairs.
Could you make that tapping sound again, please? Maybe a little bit louder this time. Or maybe show yourself in light form.
rest of the guys are over the other side, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is it me or does it feel colder down there?
It feels like it. I don't know whether it feels like it's gone a bit colder or we've just kind of adjusted to the temperature. We're literally, for the listeners at home, we've got to keep our hands on each other's shoulders because it is so dark in here. You literally cannot see where anyone is. So I'm stood next to Lee. Then Lee stood next to Lewis, but it's just pitch black. Oh, hang on, spirit light over there. Then by you, Lewis. Yeah. Did you see it, Lee?
I just out the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
I can hear the tap now.
I just heard that as well.
It was louder as well. It's a direct response. I asked it to make a louder tap.
It's at the side of you.
Okay, you're here in the side in the corner.
Of me? Yeah.
Can you do something more for us, please? Use my energy, use our energy.
Do you know what?
What's that? Did you hear that?
No.
That's a car. Is it a car? It was a really creepy noise, that.
I can hear it.
It's definitely behind me.
Okay. You're behind Lewis now. Can you show us a light? Or can you tap louder for me, please? We'll put our hands out. Can you touch one of our hands?
I'm starting to rock a little bit as well.
Where are you?
I'm here.
Right.
No, it's fine. It happened last time when I was down here with Jonathan and Louise.
Oh yeah, it's like it finds it pretty funny actually.
So it's making me rock back and forth.
Yeah. Do something more for us. Come on, do something more if you can. Make a noise on that wall. I just feel like something just touched the back of my jacket.
I can feel you rocking slightly as well.
Well, I just felt like something that was me, that Lee, but
yeah,
something went like that. So it felt like
I just got something on me on this side.
Yeah. There it goes again. If that's you who's just prodding my back.
Do you know what's weird? I've just got that as well.
Do it again for me, please.
Oh. Ooh.
This has been happening to Jamie as well, regular in here.
It's just curious, isn't it?
Well, Jamie said he got poked last time.
Yeah, he did.
Got poked last time he was down here. But he did, yes, he did. Come forward to us. I know you can see us, and you can see how we're all grouped together. You're right.
Yeah, I rocked forward again then. If that's you, can you light the cat ball up for us, please? There's more than one spirit.
You alright, Lee? You feel like you're pushing back, pal? Are you okay?
Yeah, fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's the it's the effect that it gives in it.
Yeah.
Feels like
it's pushing us further back this time.
Yeah, it's pushing us into the corner. It could be being deliberate, this, really, actually. I'm just coming to the side here.
Hold on, I'm going to put this on a minute. I'm going to move.
It's like it's moving. Should we move into the... Should we move here a little while there's a REM pod there? Should we move just to here and let's just see if we can... Let's focus. We focus that over there. Let's stand here now and then let's see what we get coming over there, that corner. If that REM pod goes off now, I'm going to absolutely crack myself. Right.
What you'll find now is that the energy will probably be behind you too. In fact, I was wrong. I've just heard the tap there.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Did that come from your right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, whoever's here with us now, we've just got somebody just come down the stairs now as well. Got another person just come in. Whoever's here with us now, can you make a louder tap for me, please? Let us know directly where you are.
Oh, they're coming to me today. Right behind me. Did you hear that shuffle then?
I didn't know. Did you hear it, Lee?
No.
Like too many footsteps like that, and stopped.
It's quite hard with having these earphones in.
What was that behind you?
I think that might have just been me. I think it was just my cows. Oh.
I heard that.
If that was you, can you tap again? What was that?
What was that?
Was that your stomach?
No, mate.
That sounded like
that
a
sounded
growl.
like a growl.
No, it's coming on my left-hand side.
That was a growl.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a
Was that you then making that sound? Can you make it again for me, please? That was your tongue.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
So you know what really unnerves you? I was saying this to Jamie before, right? This room is next to that middle cellar that we don't go in. The one with the little, the one with the cell in it.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's joined on and there's a small hole going through, that really creeps me out. The fact that I feel like something watches from there. That's just psychological. That's just in my mind. But I just feel like something watches from there. But
is there a tunnel directly like next to us then?
Well, no, there's no tunnel, but there was originally one, I believe, going across from this building to the one over the road, which is now Jam Studios, just because it was used, it was originally the rifle range, and it used to use it for taking kind of guns across, using the street, but there's a lot of rumours about other tunnels going elsewhere, but we've never found any evidence of them. But there is there's something behind us now.
I thought something just come right in front of my face.
Then? Yeah.
It's weird, like, while I've got my eyes closed, I had this, like, pure little, like, just slight little vision of a tunnel.
Yeah, we know there was definitely one which went across, but there wasn't. There was a few rumours of them going to church and stuff, but we haven't ever found any evidence of that before. Whoever's here with us now in this fucking hell, you franked me then, you went like that.
It was behind me again.
There's something on my left hand side here.
Okay, I'm getting really nervous now. Whoever's here with us now. Please use our energies, come close to us, give us a stronger sign. You alright?
Yeah, sorry.
Give us a stronger sign that you're here.
I think it's trying to do to me what it did to Jamie before. Like, like dry your throat
out.
Yeah. That's me.
Give us a stronger sign if you can.
I can feel you rocking a little bit now.
See, I feel really light-headed at the minute.
Do you know what?
Oh my God, I've just had it again, that on my back. I know you're around us. I know you.
I keep getting mini headaches. There you go. There's another one.
There was a tap behind us then as well. Right, I know that you're here, and we can all sense you, but we need you to make a sound or do something more so we can hear it properly.
Can you go towards that REM pod, please? Make that go off. Do you feel like it's the tall spirit?
I don't feel like it's the tall spirit. I don't feel that that's down here. What I feel is that as though we're being listened to from the other cellar, but I feel as though there's somebody at the bottom of the stairs. But whoever it is, it's not. I can't get anything. I don't get any image or anything. I don't get any feeling.
It's just circling us.
I feel like it's blocking, and it's kind of it's watching, but it's just blocking.
Well, so it can't be seen.
Yeah, well, it might not. It might just be doing it specifically to me. There is one in here that has done that to me before. But there's definitely that bottom of the stairs there, that corner behind where you are, and bottom of the stairs really, really just feels really like, like kind of pulsating. Come on, if you're at the bottom of the stairs, can you do something for us?
Do you reckon that could explain why I'm getting slight headaches?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Because what it is it's that energy kind of impacting your aura as well, you see. So it's just...
Did you hear that tap then?
I did.
That was on the stairs.
I know you're on the stairs, give us a stronger sign. That was just gently.
Yeah.
Come on, if you're on the stairs. Make a stronger sign for me, please. If you're in the cellar next to us, bang in there.
There's a tap right behind me.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
It's weird though, I started rocking when it tapped.
Whereabouts you're here? Right, okay. I'm just trying to figure out where you are.
I rocked forward then, sorry.
You alright?
I rocked forward when it tapped.
I'm just going to lie down there behind Lee.
Weird, sorry. I feel like I'm like getting slightly, You know, like that at the top of your head.
What, like spider web kind of?
Yeah.
Let's hope it's not a spider.
It's like a slight little touch at the top of your hair.
I hope it's not a spider.
I'm not scared of spiders either way.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's Halloween season.
Are you behind in that corner?
I could swear I heard something down here. That's exactly where I heard it. There.
That was. I think that
was
was
the
Lee
top
moving.
of this. That's the door upstairs.
There's a coldness coming.
It's coming down the stairs.
Don't say that, because I'm absolutely going to shit myself.
No, do
Sorry
you know?
for swearing.
It sounds like it's step by step coming down.
Let's just keep asking. Let's be brave. Are you coming down the stairs? Did you hear that noise then?
Get yourself together.
Did you hear that noise then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you coming down the stairs? Oh my God! I can actually. You can hear it.
Yeah.
You can actually hear it. It's like footsteps coming slowly down. Oh, I've got all like that spider's web thing you was on about.
Mm-hmm. It's here.
It's here.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
It doesn't sound good, does it?
Do you know, you've said that now, and now it's just bound to go boom.
Believe it or not, it actually says that to someone else who comes here. Are you at the bottom of the stairs? I can't tell you how scared I am right now.
If you'd like us
That
to leave,
cat ball goes off.
if you would like us to leave, light up the cat ball, or touch the REM pod, or make a loud bang. It's peeking.
I'm not looking in that direction. I've got my eyes shut now.
I've got my eyes shut, but I can feel that it's peeking. I can feel its eyes.
Describe to me what in your mind's eye it looks like.
I don't.
What do its eyes look like? Anything in particular?
No, I can just see that it's like poking its head around. I can't picture facial features, but I can see that it's poking its head round. It's curious.
Does it feel negative or good or?
I can't feel any negative energy coming from it. But then again, you don't know that because it's not exactly drawing itself in. It doesn't, to me personally, it doesn't feel negative. But
okay, if you're on that stairs now, sorry, make a stronger sign for us. I can actually hear. Like, I know it's hard.
Was it like faint whispering?
It's like faint shuffling. There's something down there now. I can see it. I can see it. Thank you. Open your eyes and look in that corner, and you can see the actual. It's like there's a light kind of movement there. There it goes. There it goes.
Yeah.
See it.
Yeah.
See it. There it goes.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Lee, you need to turn around if you're not already and look in this corner because you're actually starting. Sorry, where are you, Lucy?
I'm here.
Right. Okay.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Sorry, mate.
Right. It's actually, if you look,
I know where it
you
is.
can
I
actually
can
see
see
its
it.
movements there.
Yeah, it's gone from there across.
I know you're here now. We're all watching you. We can see your energies. This is amazing. Thank you so much. Can you walk back across there now so we can see you?
Did you just get a breeze towards you first then?
Can you walk back across for us? Let us see you go across. There it goes. There it goes. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it?
There was a flash
There
as well.
was a flash. Yeah, went across. There we are.
Thank
you
you
so much. There he goes. There he go. There he went.
Yeah.
Like that. Wow.
Gone back up the stairs now.
Yeah. If you're back up the stairs, I've got goosebumps again. Can you come down the stairs and could you just come towards us and stand with us here?
Is anyone else getting a pain in the back?
No, but I'll tell you what, this temperature's dropping. You know.
Whereabouts are the stairs?
It's roughly.
I'll show you. There.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
Well, that's really interesting.
Hold on. We've moved forward.
We've moved forward,
Yeah.
and this is where the energy was going. Was here, so it was coming across, like there. So actually, it wasn't the stairs.
Oh, I've just got the. Whoa! I've just gone so goosey. Oh.
God, I tell you what, we haven't. I thought we was like.
No.
You know what I thought we was?
We're over
I
here.
thought we was here, looking in that direction. Doesn't that show you? How
I
much
have got like the whole of my body is goosebumped. Did you hear that tapping? I've just got that cobwebby feeling again.
Right. Can you make a louder sound for us? Right, I tell you what might be interesting. Let's stand here, because we've stood everywhere. If we stand... I'm standing in the middle. You get here.
What, with our backs to it?
No. Right, we'll look up. So are you all right there?
Yeah, I'm
right,
fine.
You stand in front of me.
Yeah, we go with you.
Okay, right, we can
The
all
Three
see-
Stooges.
I know. Right, let's turn the light. That REM pod's just the... Is it turned on, that REM pod? Yeah.
You had to say that,
I
didn't you?
did. Okay. You can see the stairs now. We'll be getting a lot of activity on the stairs. Let's call
There's a
out.
light
see
that's
what
off
we
the
get.
stairs, already.
I think that's just from
You sure?
the fact that it's brighter, yeah. Lee, do you want to call out?
Yeah. If there's anybody that wants to come to us, can you come and make a sound for us? Can you do anything in your own little way to let us know whereabouts you are? Could you tap on something? Could you close the door?
Oh, please don't say that.
Could we hear your footsteps coming down the stairs? Can you do anything in your own way to let us know whereabouts you are in this room?
Something's touching the side of my head. Tap behind us.
Yeah.
That was you, thank you. Can you do it a bit louder?
There it goes
Yeah,
again.
thank you very much. Could you set one of the gadgets off what we've got on the floor? We've got a little ball. If you touch it, it'll light up all different colours. There's nothing that's going to hurt you. And then there's one at the side by James. If you touch the aerial, the little metal thing, a little green light will flash. It's nothing that's going to hurt you. It's just going to let us know whereabouts you are in the building. Or can you do a loud bang for us? Just let us know whereabouts you are.
That was right in
Did you
front
hear
of
that
us.
then, yeah?
If that was
right.
you, thank you.
Oh no, my cobwebby feeling again.
He wants us to leave you in peace. Make a sound in this room with us if you can. Is that you?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh, fucking hell! What was that?
Oh,
Jeez.
Sweet child of mine. Is that Jamie? Oh, my
Holy cow, in the
God.
corner.
Jamie Williams.
Yes.
You have just frightened the life out of me.
I've just said to them, I said, I'll probably scare the living daylights out of them now as well.
Oh my God, like literally you've just frightened, like Paul Lewis is nearly having a heart attack. I nearly went through the roof and Lee's gone into the wall. Well listen, we've been calling out, we're going to come back up to the studio now, alright?
Right, well, when you come up, you can take over, and me, Marie, and Louise is going to go somewhere to do to do a ghost hunt. I was trying to keep it clean then.
Come down here.
Yeah, alright, no worries, right, we'll see you shortly then, alright?
All right, then we'll have a little chat on how you're getting on.
Alright, bye.
See you soon, see you soon. So at least I gave them a bit of a fright, didn't I? That's great.
I knew you would.
Yeah. Marie's back in with us. And so there's me, Louise, and you.
Yeah.
So Marie, you've been out there for a little bit now. How was it for you?
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
You did?
I did. The shadows, the balls going off, the peeping around the walls, everything. It was really good.
And there was only, and the funny thing is, there was only you in there.
Yeah.
So whereabouts were you? Because I mean, were you down near the toilet at first?
No.
Oh, the boiler room.
Yes.
Right. We actually thought you were in the, over near. Oh my word! Am I getting this wrong tonight? Well, that's investigations for you, isn't it? I thought you were going to the toilet earlier. You've gone into the cellar down below us?
Yeah, I've gone into the big cellar.
Well,
and it was down at the bottom of the stairs, in the little cellar, in the little room, boiler room.
Yeah.
So I was in there, and that's where I got quite a bit. And then it went quiet a bit, so I asked him to follow me and went into the hallway, asking a lot of questions. And there was not a lot going on at that time. But then once I started saying, oh, I'm leaving and things like that, I did see the shadow at the side of my leg, so it was moving. So I know my leg was still,
yeah.
And I actually seen it at the side of mine.
Right. Were you on one of them 3 chairs? What was in the main hall, in the corridor?
I didn't stay on the chairs.
No, did you just stay standing up? Yeah.
Yeah. I knelt on one of them later on.
Yeah.
But no, I went in there, up and down, walking about, and that's when I started seeing the shadows coming from that door. So I went and investigated that, went down, checking that out.
Yeah.
And then, a few things with shadows and things like that. One with the light, as I moved my arm, the light came. As I moved at my arm, the round light came around as well. So that was,
So you were happy with what you got?
I am. I would have liked more. I'm greedy. I would have liked more.
Well, that's what it's about, isn't it? Getting more.
Yeah.
Do you want to ask any questions, Louise, while you're there?
What questions was you asking? Because you said it was about
That's a good
as
one.
well.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I was asking if they wanted to ask me anything, if there's something different that they wanted to ask me than the normal, who are you, male, female, which I asked all those, child. Yeah. And then I was asking, what year is it for you? Asked was the jobs, was the army people, went through the usual, and then I asked them, would you like me to ask me something or ask you a question? Have you, something that we don't usually ask, and so I wanted more of them to communicate with me, sort of thing, and something that they wanted to talk about.
Right.
So that's how I went with it instead of the usual.
So while we're talking, as you've noticed, I put the lads on in the background. Okay. So you can probably hear them. So if anybody's listening out there, it's not voices. It's just the lads doing their stuff. I'm going to get James up soon because he's going to have to take over for me, so I can do a little mini invest.
Okay, that sounds good.
So I know that you always wanted to do that. What you've done tonight.
I do, but I want to do it blindfolded next time.
Go on, you ask the questions.
No, I think that'd be a good idea. Do you have like the earmuffs as well? Would you have so you can't hear anything as well? Have you ever done it? I've seen it on a few shows where you have someone asking the questions in a different room, and then you answer them.
That's what I want to do.
That is really interesting, just to think if it'd match up. Mm-hmm. It would be quite good.
That's what I want to do. Yes.
And Louise asked before about how did they get to know who I was? Because you said they know who you are.
Say that again. Which part?
When we spoke to you, when we spoke to you, and we were listening as well.
Oh right.
You asked them a question.
Okay. Did he ask them a question of their name, or was it your name? Or
I don't know because I wasn't there.
Oh, I don't know. I thought you had something that you wanted to ask.
No,
me.
when you were down in the cellar.
Yes.
We spoke to you on the walkie-talkie. No, when we were on the walkie-talkie.
Yes.
You said they certainly know who you are.
Ah, Jamie. Yeah. Yes, now I get you.
I know the listeners will be listening to it, but because just so you know, the show is pre-recorded. This is a Halloween show. We can't hear nothing of what you're talking about, even though the listeners will listen to it. We don't know.
Okay, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I've got you.
It does to me.
Right. So what I was saying, I asked him. I've told him who I was. Did they know me? And the ball didn't light. asked him, did they know yourself? And the ball just lit up straight away. I said that I've been round quite a bit, but you see...
I'd rephrase that.
That's typical you, Jamie.
I know.
I fell straight into that one.
You did. And I couldn't help it.
Yeah, so I asked a few questions, but they were just coming off my tongue, so I'd have to re-listen to it all again, to be honest. And but yes, for the light for the ball, exactly perfect timing. I asked it to light up the ball when the answer was a yes, and to stay off when the answer was no.
That's good. Really, really good.
Yeah.
That's what you want, the precise answers as well, because it goes to show that something is there.
It wasn't like seconds after, it was directly after, and that's what I liked about it.
And the good thing is, Marie, she's honest. If nothing happens, she'd say nothing's happening.
Exactly. Yeah, straight to the point.
So we all know, Marie, we all know that we can trust her in what happened there.
You know, it's funny when I said about I'll be going, is there anything you want to ask me or anything? And straight away, the room went even darker, the hallway went darker, got that darkness to it. And I thought, oh, here we go. So I tried to stay a bit longer then. And I bet they were thinking, yeah, we're all out now. Come on, she's going.
Like the advert for a certain chocolate bar where he's eating it and then the two pandas come running behind him, dancing up and down. He doesn't know. I don't know whether you know that one or am I...
Oh, no, I've not seen that one yet.
That's a bit...
It might have been before your time.
Well, yeah. I was going to say that's a bit back.
Yeah.
But no, it's funny how you say when you go and then... the room and the atmosphere changes. Yeah. Now on one of them, because I was turning round, I couldn't actually tell if there was a noise. Yeah. Because I know it wasn't my feet and I heard something. So it'd be nice to hear that back on the recording.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
And if anybody out there has heard it, how can they get in touch with us? With the email address, Marie.
With the email address, it is.
It's on the picture. I caught you out there, didn't I?
You did.
I could do the advert. I could play the advert, but info.
I can't see the that one. info.accessparanormal@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's all. That's okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. So if anybody does hear anything, they can contact us on that.
Oh, I see how your advert is now.
Yeah.
The bird of Twitter, the Twitter bird is Twitter.
The Twitter bird.
Access Paranorm 1.
Yeah.
Now I see how you've done it.
Yeah. And I just love catching people out because I could have done it to Louise, but you can't see it from here, can you?
It's just like the end of it. So I would have been
So if anybody does want to get in touch and they have heard anything, they don't even have to get in touch with on the info if they want. They can contact us on the Facebook page, which is Access Paranormal Radio Podcast. All you have to do is go on there, join it on the page, come and join us on there, and if you've seen anything, heard anything, let us know, and that would be great to hear from you.
That would be great as well. So the other one I can see, Jamie, up there is Facebook at Access Paranormal 01.
Yeah, that's another way of getting into it as well.
Oh, heck. Yeah. Well, there's plenty of ways for you to try.
Oh, heck.
Oh, heck.
Oh, heck.
That's a bit of a northern coming out on me, isn't it?
But it's great that things are happening, and if any listeners out there have heard anything, not seen anything because you won't see it, but if anybody's heard anything, please let us know. We're not using loads of equipment tonight. We're trying to keep it as basic as we can, and go by our own feelings and let you listen to it, because we're not going to be using the Ouija board. All we've got REM pods here, we've got cat balls here, and if you want to, we've got a few trigger objects. Yeah. But we're not going for the all-out NASA equipment or anything like that. We want to keep it as close to reality as we possibly can, close to how a paranormal investigation we like to do. Yeah. It is in 3D audio. Yeah. So we all know what that's like, and you've experienced it, Marie, with the 3D. Yeah. So when we do our investigations, please, for the whole show, just put your headphones on, because everything is, most of it's in 3D. The studio isn't, but everything else is. And every time you go down into an investigation, you'll feel as if you're there. So you weren't on your own, Marie. You were with
I was with everybody
you were with a listener.
Yeah, and I just have to apologise now if I made some of the listeners jump out of the skin when I moved my hair from.
Right,
and me earpiece fell out a bit, and I was redoing my earpiece.
Don't worry about it. every investigation we've done tonight is uncut. There's nothing going to be cut out of it. So whatever you hear, that's the way it is. The only parts we will cut out is when we're walking down the stairs and things like that. But everything else is as the investigation was, or is, or will be.
So
But
you've been there with us.
yeah, well, I'm hoping that they felt as if they were with us, and with doing it in 3D audio as well. Hopefully, they may have heard something that we missed out on, because that's the good thing about we'll call it binaural because it's called binaural. The good thing with that is they're listening to exactly what we listen to. Yes. So with the headphones on, they may hear things that we did not hear, and that's the difference between normal recordings and this recordings. Yes. And the good thing is as well is if they listen to it and they hear something, they may hear it exactly where it was as well, because if you've not done 3D, when you put your headphones on, you'll understand what I'm trying to talk about and what I'm trying to say. They will feel as if it was it was over there. I'm choking now.
Yeah, I know, it's getting dry.
So you've both been here tonight. You've only done the one invest so far, haven't you? So sorry, Millie's just shouting out for a drink of water there. That's why I paused. Yeah, what that? That's James's.
Oh damn!
We can't nick James's drink. Well, we could do, but I don't think he'd want to kill us, wouldn't he? And he's taking over, so he needs a drink. So how do we get from that to drinks? Oh, because you want to need a drink, yeah. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? We're doing a 4-hour show. You know, we've got the rations. We've got rations. Well, we are in a military place, aren't we? So it is basically rations. Sweets and water.
Yeah.
Sweets and water. Just look at all the wrappers.
I know.
I can't believe how much Louise has eaten.
Oh, I know, yeah. No. What was it? Apple laces or something? Apple pencils. That's it. Apple pencils.
Yeah.
Oh right. But they've all gone. Just in the bag.
Yeah, they're in the bag down there. If you listen, we're doing a paranormal. We're not doing the best of food, are we? Although they were nice. Yeah. But they're going to be coming back in a minute. I'm glad I've scared the living daylights out of them, because that's me all over. Right. I can't wait for us to go across to the.
That's what I was just going to say. I can't wait. I'm keen to go.
You are well eager to go, aren't you? Yeah. And then you've got James and that still waiting for them to turn up while we go and do about half an hour. I think we'll be doing.
Okay.
We'll be doing that, and then later on, Jonathan's joining me.
Oh yes.
And I've got to go and do a mini invest with Jonathan as well, because Jonathan has disappeared for a little bit. He disappeared for a week on me. He neglected me. He neglected his duties. But he is coming back a little bit later on. He's only just arrived back in the country, hasn't he? So, he was deported.
He was deported.
So my co-host Jonathan has left me to do this on my, apart from James has been here for me. So Lee's coming a little bit later on, and me and Lee are going to, near the end of the show, we're going to go off and do a full investigation ourselves, just the two of us.
Okay.
So that'll be fun, won't it?
Yeah.
I don't know where these three are. They're supposed to be coming up, aren't they?
I'll go and get them.
I know. Do you want to go and find out where they are while we keep talking? Because but be careful, because they might be hiding out on you. What are you saying there, Louise?
I need a wee. The water and drinks got to me too much. Well, everyone knows I need a wee now, so there we go.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
This is what radio's all about, isn't it?
Okay, so we're back in the studio. Jamie, Marie and Louise have gone off to do a vigil over the other side of the building. They've gone from the cellar now. They've gone up to the top bunks and classrooms. We are myself, James, Anthony, Lee Arnold and Lewis. Lewis, I'm sorry, I don't know your last name.
Hayes.
Lewis Hayes.
we're in the studio. We've just come back from our vigil down. We was in the classroom and we went down obviously into the small cellar. So guys, how are you feeling?
Better now we're up here.
Yeah, it's a bit more relaxed, isn't
definitely.
it? Yeah,
It was quite edgy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
it was. I think the biggest scare, to be honest, was probably when Blooming Jamie phoned up and we wasn't expecting it.
No.
You know,
Jumped out of our skin.
we actually did.
Yeah.
I think we should film it as well, because some of these reactions, if you could see what they're like, honestly, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But I think, kind of, we'll go and join the guys in a minute, but. As like any things with paranormal nights, as you start to go on through the night, it seems as though there's more and more things begin to happen, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you end up with, it starts kind of slow and it builds up, but it is like that kind of peak and trough, isn't it? Where you've got, it builds, then it stops.
Yeah.
And it starts to build up again, then it stops.
Yeah.
And that's what I find absolutely fascinating. I think, there's, if you kind of quantify what we've experienced just in the stuff that we've done, tonight, particularly in that small cellar, earlier on there was the stuff that Jamie and I had, and obviously there's the things which we've had as well. And, it all kind of... I mean, what do you guys think? What in terms of evidence and things? Because that's ultimately what we're looking for, isn't it?
Yeah, we've had some good activity from the cat balls were going off in the classroom. Got like shadows and different bits and pieces like that.
Tapping sounds every so often.
Yeah.
There were some direct responses. I had a bit of luck with the cat ball. Just calling out to the specific the little child spirit that I was referring to, but
and one of the things that you was doing, Lewis, is you was obviously sensing various different things. Would you describe yourself as like a developing medium, or like I would never consider myself to be a medium at all, but I would certainly say that I'm sensitive, and I think the more of this you do, I'm sure you guys will agree, the more of this you do, the more you become kind of attuned to, or feel as though you're attuned to these kind of things. What would you say? Where would you put yourself on that?
I'd probably say I'm towards the sensitive side.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go to the lengths of a medium, because I'm not too tuned in to get all that kind expertise.
No, absolutely, yeah. So I think what we'll do is we've got the nice warm studio to sit in for a little while. So let's just have a listen in now to the guys. The guys have just started their vigil over at the at the other side of the building. So let's just have a little tune in now and see what they're doing.
Okay.
I'm feeling a bit unnervy in here,
Do you?
Yeah. I thought I've never seen a tall figure in this room ever in my life.
I've seen it. I'm telling them two young girls.
And I actually thought I seen it to the right of me then. Anyway, there's just me, Marie, and Louise in this top room, and all I can say is it is totally pitch black in here.
My eyes are just trying to get used to it because I keep seeing things moving.
Yeah.
At the minute.
Has any of you got a red light?
No.
Was it the walkie-talkie? Were you moving the walkie-talkie, Marie?
The walkie-talkie's on the table.
Right, so it wasn't that then. There was a red light near you then.
Okay.
Have we brought any cat balls over?
Yeah, it's on the table. On
Okay.
the table to your right.
Oh yeah, you just told me before, didn't you?
Right, sit me down.
I'm a bit on edge in here.
Do you want to sit on my knee?
Okay, I'm going to ask if there's anybody here with us now. You've got me, Jamie, you've got Marie, and you've got Louise. Louise. Okay.
Hi James, it's Marie. Yeah, I signalled to you earlier to say we're in the top classroom. Did you get the message? Okay, do try.
I'm a bit on edge.
James is a bit on edge, so I think he wants to sit on my knee, really. Or he wants me to come and sit on his. Anyhow, that's another story. We're going.
Okay, so we call out then. Let's get back to the paranormal, not the pornormal. I'm going to ask if the person's in here. can hear me or see me, are you a bit annoyed that there's 2 females in this room, or don't you mind? Would you like to communicate with us and talk to us? Tell us who you are? We're not here to harm you or disrespect you. I'll say this every single time I'm here. What, are you going to say something, Emery?
No.
What about you, Louise?
No.
Okay. I heard a voice. I thought it was one of you two talking.
No.
Is that you trying to talk? Still a knock.
It's behind you, isn't it, Marie? No,
Is
no,
it?
I
Is
think
that
it
what
is
it-
because I keep hearing it
Oh.
by like little tiny little taps, yeah.
Hi, who's around me, please? Can you tap twice?
I'm seeing movement.
Yeah, I've seen quite a bit of movement, but I'm just waiting to see was it my eyes adjusting or what, but that was my knee, by the way, then.
No. And the funny thing is, I said to you earlier on, I've had nothing tonight at all, but I've come in this room and I'm feeling really Oh, whoa. Seriously?
My arms just went.
Yours
My
not?
heart just proper went.
Well,
What happened?
Oh.
right next to me just then, I've
Yeah.
just had a flash of light go from my left-hand side, your right, my left, right across in front of me, and it was like a streak of light.
Oh,
And it flew right past me.
that's me moving my feet then.
If that was your way of communicating with us, thank you. If you'd rather us not be in this room, let us know by making a banging noise. Do you want to talk to us?
Come on, give it a go. We can't do you no harm, and you know, you might like communicating with us, you might like a chat with us. Are you trying to move around us at the moment? Because I can keep seeing movement now. So,
My chair's vibrating.
are you around Jamie now? I can hear a noise.
I heard it.
Did you hear that?
It's too close for comfort, this.
No, it's fine, Jamie. Really, it's fine.
Yeah, you're not the one sitting here.
I have been. So I can keep seeing white movement around as well. So the person around Jamie, can you tap on the table next to him? If you can shake his chair, you can shake the table or move it. Is that right? Can you do that? Can you shake the chair that I'm on? Or Louise?
I've just seen a red light near Louise.
Are you
I
sensitive
feel
in
like
it,
I'm
Louise?
surrounded, complete like last time, like I'm surrounded again.
I've just seen movement near me again at like a white light again.
Right. Are you move your arms about, Jamie?
Sorry, that was me knocking the torch over, but yeah.
Oh, right. I can still see it there. Okay. So there is movement in here. We're all sensing it and seeing it. So can you make yourself a brighter for us? There's electric energies around us.
Excuse me. Sorry.
So if you can gain some energy and show us up in a white light if you can, or whatever colour you want to choose. Can and show us as bright as you can, please, so we all can see you. I'll keep trying.
You use the cat ball to communicate as well, so we know you're here. I'm seeing a lot of flashes on the left hand side.
There's a ball in that corner there, if you can see me pointing. If you can make that ball flash, we'd appreciate it. Oh my God, I've just had a really, really, really bad cold draft go right across me. It was like being in a bit of a wind, you know, like when the wind blows.
Just heard some movement. As soon as you said that, it was movement.
Right.
From your movement.
So you're going to move around us now and show us your light and the breezes and that, which is great, and you can communicate with us. Is there anything that you can communicate if we ask questions that you can communicate by yes? How can you communicate your answer as yes? Jamie, are you standing up?
I'm certainly not.
I don't know if you can sense anyone behind you, but I've just seen a big...
I'm feeling there's something right next to me. I do feel as if... Sorry, I'm just pushing my earphone in, sorry. I do feel as if there's something near me, and I'm pretty nervous, to be honest with you.
Whoever's near Jamie, can you please come round here? Can you come next to me, please? So what...
Someone just touched me here.
Right.
Oh, that was weird.
Okay, so you're moving around. Thank you for that. What can you communicate to give us the answer yes? Can you knock twice to give us an answer yes? Or can you knock once to give us the answer no? What way can you communicate with us, please? Is the person who was in the cellar with me earlier, are you here? Because you communicated with the ball. We've left the ball on the far table. I am pointing over to the table. Oh, the shadow.
What? Where?
Where the ball is. I've just pointed over. There was a shadow over there into the white space.
So moving back and forward then.
Yeah. So I can see you there. Can you move that ball? Can you just go and touch that ball for us so we know that you're over there? And it'll light up. Remember, it's no harm, no witchcraft, nothing like that, nothing evil. It's just then we know that you're around. So just touch that little ball on the table. Have a practice, just have a feel, and then you know it's going to be alright.
We're definitely not on our own.
So the shadow, the person that's moving around, I feel like there's two people actually. Tall and a small one.
You're saying that.
Pardon?
Cold breeze against me on my right side.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm so tense.
I've just seen it over the top of your head, Louise.
I'm shaking. Can you put light on a minute, just to check?
Yeah, Jamie, have you got the light?
Do you want me to put the torch on?
Yeah, I don't know where my torch is.
Okay.
It was right over the top of the head. Oh, there's my torch.
Okay.
I'll keep it on my...
I'm going to move forward a bit. I'm
sure?
not comfortable.
I actually seen it straight over your head.
While we've got the torch on, I'm moving forward a little bit. What I'll do is, if you are still watching me...
Oh, yeah. I actually see right over the top of your head.
I'm braver now.
Now the lights are on.
Now the lights are on, yeah.
Oh, you're sitting there now.
Yeah. Right, I'll put the... Yeah, that's who right I am.
Okay. So
You
we're
ready?
all about, I'd say, 2 metres apart from each other, aren't we, in a triangle sort of thing. So
Sorry about that.
that's you being dry, talking all the time.
I know, I never stop talking.
So, thank you. We can see you moving around, that's great.
Oh.
And and the cold drafts, and you know we've all seen you now. So, would you like to come again and move around so at least we can see you and you know that we can recognise you? So around the table, is there anything on this table you can move? Because there's quite a few objects on it and that. Just push one of them out of the way if you want.
Do you know I feel so tense that my stomach aches?
Oh gosh. There's some chairs here. Can you come and join us? Can you come and pull a chair out and sit with us? Are you able to sit down on these chairs and move them?
Right. The door I can't point because you can't see me, but you know the door leading into the other classrooms over there?
Yeah. Jamie, move your fingers about as you're pointing.
My hands are in my my pocket.
Oh.
Because watch.
Right.
Look.
Okay, it's like someone's next to you.
Look, there's my
yeah,
hands.
I've just seen. I actually
when
thought
you put your light in a little bit, you just see like an outline.
I actually thought there was somebody's hand to your face then.
No, my hands are in my pockets.
Jamie, I thought he was moving his hands, pointing at something near his
like, as soon as
face.
you put the light on a little bit, you see like an outline.
Yeah.
We couldn't make out.
This is quite tense, this as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got my whole hoodie right over my face now.
I've moved my hand out of my pocket now. I'm just scratching my forehead and I put my hand back in my pocket again.
Pardon me.
But what I was going to say to you is the door what leads into the other classrooms. I thought it's in a dark shadow or go across there, but whether it was my eyes just adjusting, I do not know.
Okay. Well, I did see one over the top of Louisa's head. Did you see that? Sorry?
Just heard something got thrown, if that makes sense. I don't know if
I've just swallowed, but it wouldn't have been that, would it?
No, like something hit something. I'm not sure where it was coming from, but I definitely heard it. Oh, when you were speaking as well, so I slightly heard it. You might have picked it up, hopefully.
Okay, so I can see movements again.
Where?
Over the top of your head, about a foot higher, but it's about 6. I'd say it's more near to the door than to you, Jamie.
That's all right.
Yeah. So if you...
I've gone really on edge. Really bad.
Right.
I've been like that since I walked in.
We had the ball on that table. Yeah. Keep watching there. There's actually some movement there. There's some shadows. Keep coming.
But if you can see me, if I'm going to point, I'm pointing now, okay?
Okay.
On the floor over there's a ball. If you can see that ball and you want to, please push the ball and it'll flicker with all lights. What's what?
Whose feet?
Oh, I went like that.
Oh, right,
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So there's a ball there that, if you can, please move it, as Jamie was saying. Are you alright, Jamie?
Yeah. I'm looking for where you said you've seen the shadows.
Oh yeah, just keep looking there. It keeps going through the white space.
Does it?
Yeah. You feeling emotional? It's not actually the first in this room, to be honest. So, we've had that quite a lot. Look at the space now over there, the white space.
Yeah.
How dark has that gone in the middle?
Very dark. I'm getting goosebumps on goosebumps now.
Oh, I'm enjoying this.
Right.
So, we are seeing you. We are moving. You can see you moving around. How dark is it? It's just going darker for me, that space, as if someone's straight through it. And anybody else see anything, sense anything in that?
No.
Where the ball used to be?
No. If you're hiding in the corner, can you move away so we can see you? We'd appreciate if we could just see you. I've just seen
white light.
Where?
I thought it was coming off Louisa and then one in the corner near the table.
On here, can I just tap where I am? Here? Yeah. Around here?
No, it would, I'd say, sensing from that, it'd be about 3 foot to the side. And then, first of all, I've seen it near Louise.
That'll be why I'm getting emotional then, because I've got tears.
Right, it was actually like a shiny white light of about, say, 5 or 6 inches. And then I seen it over going towards Jamie's way.
Well, I was going to say, I've just seen movement between me and Louise.
Yeah. Right.
And I've just seen something in the corner of my eye where you're saying you've seen that shadow.
Yeah.
It's sad shadows. My hand's out in pocket, by the way. I seen it go from the right where the white is on the wall to the left to where there's clear dark.
That's where I'm getting a lot of movement there.
Are you watching us from there?
Hello? Are you okay where you are? Do you want to come round and sit round the table with us?
Do you hear that?
Yeah. Do you want to move? Do you think you'd be able to move the table? Just rock the table for us? Are you strong enough to do that? What do you think? Or if there's somebody with you, do you think one can get to one side, one to the other and, rock it between you? Use your energies together. On the table in front of me where I'm pointing now, I can't move away from it. Here, there's quite a lot of things on the table. Do you think you can push one of them onto the floor? Because your energies seem quite strong. I'm wondering if you can do that for us. What was that?
My belly.
Oh, was it?
We're asking you to do something. We want to know that you're here. We want to communicate with you, talk to you. We're not here to judge you.
Why we're asking for you to communicate with us is that once we know that you are communicating with us properly and you're with us and understand, we can go a bit further forward than that and maybe chat with you, ask us questions or us ask you questions, just about yourself, about your life, what you want to do, anything that you want to talk about. I can see the movement of your head again, Louise.
Yeah, I'm getting really emotional. Really bad.
Yeah, so if you want to come and talk to us...
I'm sorry.
That's alright. So that's the reason why I'm trying to get you to move something, communicate, so then we just know that you are with us and, you do understand. Can you not move something twice and then we know it's that yourself? Just communicate now in any way possible that you can, in any way form, and then we know that you actually can hear us and listen to us and understand us.
If you're affecting me, can you please light up the cat ball to let me know that you're here?
I can see blue, you know where the cat ball is?
Yeah.
I can actually see blue lights around it.
Yeah. Is that your way of communicating?
Seems to be a lot of energy in here tonight. I've actually just seen green lights, like a swirl of green light move.
So we've had blue lights, green lights, we've had the white before.
Yeah.
If any listeners out there, you know what they stand for, these different colour lights. Why don't you just get in touch with us and let us know, and we can... I've just seen a white sparkle light on you, Louise.
Yeah. It feels like it's behind the left side of my ear. Like it's just...
Right, yeah, I've just seen a bright, like a starlight on you.
If that's you, I am feeling you a lot, and I am getting quite emotional.
Are you trying to talk to Louise?
Do you just try and shut my eyes again and see if that works like before?
Yeah, feel free.
Whatever.
So, does anybody want to come forward?
Wow.
Wow.
I've just seen...
I'm shocked as you just
seriously,
said that.
I've just seen a really nice, like a white light, just, what I'd say between white and green light, just go from near the door along towards Louise. And it was a really nice, clear light.
Is this a male spirit?
That's me moving.
Are you able to make that light brighter so we can all see it? Would you mind doing that for us? If you can.
You know, if you can come in the middle of us here, in between us, and then we all can see you. That'd be great if you could do that. So if you can come through, just come across.
Blue lights, like speckles.
Where are they, Jamie?
Behind. It's difficult. I've just seen it. You know that light I've just seen once?
Yes.
I've just seen it right behind Louise again.
Yeah. It's definitely around you, Louise.
I keep
Yeah.
seeing a man and a woman when I'm shutting my eyes.
Because the blue lights are not far from you neither.
Yeah.
Do you want to speak to Louise? Do you want to communicate with her? Can you tap the table in front of her so you know of the person that you want to speak to or that you're interested in? Or that you might want to take a closer look? Just tap it on the table in front of the person, whether it's myself, Marie, Louise at the side of me I'm pointing to, or Jamie.
I want to get a pain in my left side on my stomach.
And we don't want anything harming her, so if you can take that and just tap on the table in front, that's sufficient.
If this is your pain that you felt, just tap on the table instead and just take the pain away from me, please.
Did anybody hear that then?
Yeah. The pain's easing as well. Thank you.
I'm starting to feel quite relaxed in here now.
I feel like it's gone lighter in here.
Yeah.
I actually can see the shape of you and everything now,
Yeah.
Jamie.
Well, I couldn't see yous before, and I can just see.
Yeah, it's like lifted, hasn't it?
Yeah, I can just about see the two of you. I can see the door and the corner where I couldn't see it before. It's gone, like you said, but it's gone lighter.
Yeah, it's like a lift around us.
Yeah, I feel calmer.
Is that you? God, I can't believe how the difference in the lighting that's happened around us.
But it's hard to explain, isn't it? Because it was so dark.
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything at all. I couldn't see yous. I couldn't see.
I couldn't even see round the door frames of you, Jamie, because I kept seeing someone
Just been a light
and it's just lit up.
Well.
Above my head.
There's just been a light on top of your head.
What, on Jamie's?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Have you come here to protect us for some reason or other? Are you be able to show some light if you have?
I've been freezing on the left side of my leg now.
So,
do you feel like it's going darker again now?
no.
I don't know if it's just me, it feels like
I
it's
still
gone dark
feel,
by me.
no, I still feel,
I feel okay.
I can keep seeing movement, it's like higher up than Jamie.
Yeah, I've quite seen that a few times.
Have you?
Yeah. No, I feel like there's loads of people blowing around me, if that makes sense, like that's
Yeah.
how much cold it is.
Mm.
Got
They do,
around me at the minute.
How many, on my head.
What was it?
Hello? You're touching my head. Can you tell us how many spirits are around us, guardians or spirits? Can you knock out, knock how many spirits are there? So 3 knocks for 3, etc.
That movement.
I heard knock to my right.
Mm. Is that just the one? Is that just one knock for one spirit? Or one guardian? Is there somebody over here with us? Are you trying to protect us because it's gone a lot lighter atmosphere in this room? So thank you if you are, if that's what you're doing.
It's me just moving, okay?
Yeah.
I'm just checking how long we've been here. Well, it was. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll head back in a minute.
Yeah.
I think it's been really good in here.
The difference in the way it just lifted, and for us all recognise it.
We'll let James know we're going to on our way back.
Okay.
I know you're going to go straight out, aren't you?
Yeah, because I've got work.
I've got another invest to do with Jonathan.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. I might go down in the small cellar with Jonathan.
What time's Jonathan here in a bit?
Yeah, he'll be turning up soon, so I'm going to be doing that with Jonathan.
All
That's
right,
for the end of the show, for the end of the 4 hour stint we've been doing. So that should be fun as well. So, but while it's gone light and it's gone really calm now, I think we should head back to the studio. If you want to let...
That was great. We'd have we all sense that
how calm,
the atmosphere and the room itself. James, we're going to come back up now.
No problem.
Alright, see you in a minute.
I'll be getting going now, so I'll see you all soon, and enjoy the rest of your night.
That's great. Take care. Speak to you soon.
You're coming back up with me, aren't you? That was really good, that. I've got to say. It was tense at the beginning.
Yeah, really tense when you walked in.
Yeah. For those who were here, thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming and joining us.
This was like,
That is so bright.
yeah. It's when we charge the batteries up. I don't know why I'm carrying it.
Gosh, it's so cold.
It is.
I've got the keys.
Yeah, right.
We'll leave you in love and light. Just keep staying in the building now. Thank you.
Well, Jonathan, you're here off your holidays. It's the last paranormal investigation of the night. We've done 4 hours.
I know.
Thanks to James Anthony, who's been manning up there.
Brilliant, eh?
And what we're going to be doing, because you don't know, you just turned up and I've just told you you're doing
well, I know,
you're wearing them, you're wearing that, you're doing this.
I know.
It's all in binaural, so you're the one with all the binaural for the change.
Right.
So what we're going to do, we're going to start, because it's the last one, we're going to start down in the cellar.
Okay.
They're tidying up in the studio there.
Right, okay.
I've said to them, look, we're going to finish the show.
Yeah.
We're going to do our final investigation because finally you're home off your holes.
I know, yeah.
So me and you are going to finish the show off tonight. They're going to tidy up there.
Bro.
And then that's it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start in the cellar.
Okay.
5 minutes in the cellar.
Yeah.
Unless anything kicks off. We've got 2 cat balls with us.
Yeah.
We'll do 5 minutes there and then we'll go around the whole building, room to room, where we think we should go, okay?
Okay, go on
so
then.
let's head down to the cellar.
Let's go. Let's see what happens, eh?
I've got my torch. Okay. I'll tell you what, didn't I frighten James and that?
Well, yeah, it's all about that.
Yeah. So, we're down now in the main cellar.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so dark.
So, yeah.
It's darker than when we were here earlier on.
Oh, wow.
So we've got 2 cat balls.
Yeah. I remember this.
Why do we put ourselves
I
through
remember
this?
the last time I was down in here.
So about an hour ago, while you were flying back.
Yeah.
But I've got to say, I appreciate you coming because you've flown back and you come straight here
Yeah.
to the event. So.
Well, I wouldn't miss it, would I?
No. You were on hold. So we've got 2 cat balls, one over the far side, one over this side.
Yeah.
We've got 2 chairs here.
Yeah, I think I'll move this over here.
Okay. Oh, you're sitting next to me, are you?
Oh, well, I ain't sitting over there on my own. Not after last time.
Okay,
Joking,
so let's turn the lights out.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, we've got 5 minutes in here. We haven't even got a watch to check, have we? So we'll just go by.
Yeah, let's go for it, eh?
So I'm going to ask if there's anybody in here with us tonight. There's now only me and Jonathan here. If you'd like to come forward, let us know you're here, we'd appreciate it. Use the energies of the both of us. Can you make some lights? Can you move something? We don't mean you any harm. And for those who are listening, if you hear anything or see anything, you can contact us. All you have to do is contact us on the Facebook page, actually, on Access Paranormal Radio podcast page. Send us a message, private message us, and let us know if you hear anything as we go around.
So have we had much activity down here tonight, Jamie?
Well, I was down here with Lewis and Louise earlier on, but not far, about an hour into the show. Because what me and James done, we went into the little cellar.
Yeah.
And then I came down here with Lewis and Louise, and James manned whoa, that was really cold then. I just felt it
That
really
is
cold breeze right the way across us.
freezing cold.
Yeah. So James done the manning of the studio for the first hour or so.
Yeah.
And I came down here with Lewis. It was quite quiet for me. I didn't find that there was not a lot of activity down here for me tonight.
Yeah.
But Lewis and Louise felt a few things which the listeners have already heard about.
Whoa.
Did you see a shadow?
Yeah, I did.
I did. I just seen it go from the right from the stairs, which is our right, and across towards you then.
Yeah, I seen that then.
Yeah, I saw it. Thank you if that was you. We do appreciate that. And then Marie came down here, would you believe, on her own, in the dark.
Crazy.
Into the boiler room. And the cat balls were going off. Now we've got 2 cat balls down here. So
I just seen something else then, Jamie.
Where?
Right in front of us.
In front?
Yeah.
If you're here with us now, we do really appreciate it. We're not here to do you any harm. That one all looks bumpy.
I know.
If you can see the light, and we put a ball down there, and we've put a ball up this end here on the floor. If you can, and you're trying to communicate with us, could you make one of them balls flash? Would you be able to do that for us?
Could you just touch one of them as you go past? Just make it light up?
If you were the ones what were communicating with Marie, and you're able to, you know what the balls are on the floor, so if you can and you can move one, it will flash. I believe you were saying to me that you knew me.
Do you know Jamie? If you know who Jamie is, can you make one of the balls flash, please?
It's strange, isn't it, how the atmosphere has changed?
It is. Did you move then?
No.
I swear I just seen something the other side of you.
Well, to my right?
Yeah.
Are you here with us now? If you are, can you make...
banging.
No, but I've just seen the movements on the floor again. There is movements on the floor like the shadow. Now, when me and Louise and Lewis was down here earlier on, that we weren't getting that, but we are now. And here comes the try this again. Are you trying to make contact with us now by moving around? Can you do it again? There, in front of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Could you make some kind of lights? Or what we've put down, can you make them flash? Whoa! I've just nearly
What?
To my right next to me here, as I turned, a dark shadow just moved across.
That's like what I seen beside you before.
Is it?
But it was really dark.
Okay. Now we haven't got long down here now, so if you're able to, and you are trying to make communication with us, thank you so much, we do appreciate it.
I swear I heard someone speak then.
Did you? If the listeners heard it, please let us know.
I hope this has picked it up. Thank you so much if that was you. And again.
I really don't know, but he's stayed down here.
Could you speak again, please? Oh, it's like I can hear a conversation.
I can't hear a thing.
Oh.
What?
I was just seeing a light over there then.
Is that you making the lights? Are you trying to communicate with us? Thank you.
Bang.
A little tap.
Ooh.
You alright?
A bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
Yeah. So we're going to have to carry on round the building now. Are you able to do one more thing before we say goodbye to you in here? Can you make the Can you make your shadow go across the floor so we can acknowledge that you can hear us? Walking now. It's most of it. Okay, shall we move on to the next section?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, big shiver.
For anybody who's been in here with us now and who's heard us or seen us, and that's been you trying to communicate with us through the way you can, we appreciate it. But what we're going to do now, we're going to move away from here, but we ask you to stay here, and thank you again for trying to show us that you're here. Thank you. Should we? Do you want to get that cap all down there? It is.
If it must.
It's there, it's right next to you.
I know where it is.
It's like 10 miles away, is it?
Well, it feels like it in the dark.
Well,
I know you've got a torch, John, but... Oh.
So for those who are down here, thank you so much. I'll turn it off so we see.
Yeah,
yeah,
thank you.
Oh, this is the worst part.
I know. I think I'll go first this time.
Oh, you tight son. Right. From the main cellar.
Listen, I've done this before.
I know. So that was the main cellar.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you,
wow.
that was, I think if we'd have stayed in there longer.
Quite intense.
It was. Okay, what we'll do now is we'll move into the main hall.
Ooh.
Give it 5 minutes in the main hall. It's just me turning the cellars off so we don't have to go back in there.
Close that over. Right.
Okay. Oh yeah, we'll pull that one.
Right, there's a table there.
Put one in the far corner there.
I'll put one on here.
Yeah, one on there.
And the table there. Okay.
Because this usually goes up around here. Okay. I'll give the bell one ring. Don't come too close, John.
Whoa.
Okay. You get a saw here. So, ready?
Go on.
I'll do 3 seconds. Okay, if you can hear me, and you can see, we put a ball there, where I'm pointing, and we put another ball down on the floor there. If you move them, the lights will flicker. If you can do that now for us, we'd really appreciate it, Jonathan.
Yeah.
The top classroom on the right, near the studio,
Yeah.
I thought I saw someone standing in the window.
Right, hold on.
So if we stand here,
Yeah.
to the far right.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know, let me shine the torch just in case it's a coat or anything. What is it? Oh, is it the arch of the, where the window
Oh,
used to
the
be?
arch.
It's the
Yeah. It
arch,
looked
isn't
like
it?
it was moving, didn't it?
Yeah. Okay, we'll leave that. That might have been debunked. It might have been
Yeah.
just the arch, and we're just like making it out of the person. Because don't forget your eyes in the dark. It's my belly again.
Oof.
Okay, I'm going to ask if there's anybody here with us now. If you can, you want to. Are you able to walk towards us? Make the lights flicker? Do you know what we should have done? We should have put a couple in that middle room.
Yeah. Do it on your own then.
No, you don't have either way it says. Yeah. I'm going to ask again if there's anybody here with us now. Anyone who can hear us or see us. We'd like to invite you to come forward and come and talk to us, show us you're around. We don't mean you any harm. You know who we are, we've been here a long time. Could you let us know you're here?
What was that?
What was what? I heard cargo.
It didn't sound like a car.
Again, if anybody out there is listening to us, you've got your headphones on hopefully because this is in binaural. Any sound you hear, or if you think you heard anything, please contact us on our Facebook page on Access Paranormal Radio Podcast. We'd appreciate it if you did, and then we could look back on the audio or listen back on the audio.
Do you move then?
No, I'm standing. Yeah, I'm right in front of you.
I was looking that way.
Oh.
Just shadow.
Where?
Like on the wall.
I can see our two shadows.
No, it moved.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
It moved, like, that way.
That way. If that was you and you're moving round, thank you. Can you see the ball on the floor or the ball on the table near me? If you can, and you're able to, can you make the lights flash on them? Just move the ball and the lights will flash.
And you only have to tap it very lightly, or just try and move it a little bit. What was that?
What was? I do not know and I don't want to know.
That was inside.
It was near the stairs where we've got to go up.
Great.
Can you make that sound again, please? You hear that?
Oh my God.
Thank you again.
Oh, my whole body's got goosebumps.
Are you near the stairs? If you're near the stairs, can you do it again, please? Come and talk to us. Don't mean you any harm. Did you hear something then?
Like footsteps?
Yeah, to the left.
Yeah.
If that's you, walk towards us. We don't mind.
Well, we're here with respect, becomes friends.
That's what?
Oh my word.
Thank you. Are you able to communicate with us in another way, or are you only able to talk to us by taps? Either way, we don't mind. There's just a car going past.
Yeah. Is that yours, Tommy?
Yeah.
Cat
Ball's just gone off on the table. I've just asked it to come towards us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you listening to us? If you're listening to us, stop the cat ball for now. Thank you. Are you able to move the cat ball again? Let us know you're still there.
We really appreciate how hard it must be for you to do this. How much energy it takes. So could you light that ball up again for us, just by touching it like very lightly?
And we're nowhere, we're what, 5 or 6 foot away from the cat ball.
Yeah.
And we ask whatever was to come forward towards us, whoever it is to come forward towards us. As soon as he did, the cat ball lit up.
Right. Is that your stomach again then?
Yeah. I was nicking these sweets. Oh, cat ball's gone off again. Thank you for setting the cat ball off. All the lights, I appreciate that, can you? You're able to do that again? That's just a car outside, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the cat ball's gone off again twice.
Just to reassure me mind, Jamie, just put your torch on down there end.
Down there. There's a car.
Oh yeah, it was a car, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, thank you.
This cat ball is going on and off again, isn't it?
I know.
Thank you for this. Are you following us? Have you come from the other side of the room? Actually, can I ask you, have you come up from the cellar and followed us into the hallway? If you have, can you make that ball flash again to communicate with us?
Can I just ask, if it is you, and can you either go to the ball, which is just over where I'm pointing, just to my left, there's another little ball on the floor over there, that either you go over to that one, yeah, thank you. Could you go to the other ball over there? It's about 10 feet away, about 10, 12 foot away. There's another little ball on the floor. If you, yeah, thank you.
This cat ball is just going wild, isn't it?
If you could either light the other one up, or could you tap on the table for us, please? If you heard you tap by the stairs, can you tap by that table?
This is weird because
strange, isn't it?
It doesn't. We're not even moving, are we? We're as still
No.
as anything, and this cat ball keeps going. Now what I'll do, Jonathan, is I'll go over to the cat ball. See that? Can you stop? It's just going and going and going, isn't it? It's just not stopping, is it? Now if I go towards it, will it stop, do you reckon? Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Can I put my hand on it and just try something?
haven't I?
Can you do that again, please? Can you make the lights go off again? Can you push the gap? Can you push it off the table? If you can do that, we'd really appreciate it. Well, we were going to go right round the building, weren't we?
We were.
This has brought us to a standstill in the last two sessions.
He's very active, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had, what, 3 or 4 taps?
Yeah. We've got the cap ball going off. Now the cap ball has stayed off now, hasn't it? It's not going at all.
You still with us?
There we go again. Could you come forward towards us again and make that cap ball go off?
Hear that again?
Yeah. Definitely not our own in here. I'm just going to move over here, John, so we're away from each other. More do. I can see you going ahead and a little bit of scope. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around this cap ball, just so it shows you that. I'm going to stamp my feet as I go past, okay?
Go on.
That cap ball has not gone off at all. And I can hear it dropping.
Yeah, it's moving.
Yeah. How would you justify that? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I'm standing still.
Is that you moving that ball?
I know I was stamping my feet and that ride stopped. And it started to roll, didn't it, Rob?
Can you knock it off the table? You push it a little bit harder. Knock it off that table.
John, is the rope swinging just on the right of the wheel?
What's that?
That's my stomach thing.
Yeah, but the noise before that wasn't.
No, it didn't. No.
Yeah. Can you come towards us? We don't mean you any harm. I promise you, if you come towards us and make a sound,
Move this cap.
right near us.
If you can see this in my hand, I'll walk down here with you, John.
Yeah.
You do that. What I'm going to do is ask you if you can see this. I'm going to put it near this floor. You know, swatch on first. I'm going to put it in the door. I don't need any harm. I'm from Rocky Johnson. Now, we haven't got one left now, Jonathan.
We haven't.
What we were going to do is we were going to go around the whole building and try and call out everywhere else. I think what we'll do is we'll end here, to be honest with you, because it's
Yeah,
quite
it's been
active. And the other places they've all been to the classrooms, they've been to the cellars.
Yeah.
I think what we'll do is we'll finish here in a couple of minutes' time, because
Yeah.
it is coming towards the end of the show now.
Yes.
So if there's anybody here, this is your last chance tonight to give us what do you call it? To give us a communication. If you can talk to us, move something. Did you write it down there then?
Yeah.
If that's you down that far end, there's a ball on the floor. If you can make that ball flash, just move the ball. And we'll know you're down there. We won't come near you, we won't harm you or disrespect you in any way. Here is your friend.
What was that?
That's a tapping over there. Are you able to move the ball, make the lights flash?
Flicker or flash? I really do hope this audio's picking all this up.
So do I.
Because I'm hearing some real strange noises.
I know the others are not in the room. They're not in the studio anymore now.
No, they're not.
What they've done is they've gone now into the what's it called?
Into the wardroom.
Into the wardroom. They're sitting out the way of us completely.
Yeah.
Because we did say to them before we come down that once you're finished in there, go across to the wardroom so we're not disturbed or anything like that.
Just so we wouldn't hear them as well.
Well, them footsteps what we heard might have been them going across to the wardroom, to be honest with you. So we'll have to.
I don't know that because it did sound like it was like coming towards us and it was on the left and the wardroom's to the right and behind us.
Turn that on? I'm just going to check because it's not gone off at all, has it?
No.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh yeah, it says working, yeah.
It is on. Ah, there's the rocking again because it's when you put it down. Do you remember that night we were in here? And the cat balls were going off and I was saying to you, the police are going past.
Yeah.
And it was the cat balls going off.
It was on the stairs, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we thought it was the police going past and it was the cat balls going off and we didn't realise until...
When are you going to make one big noise before we leave? Leave you in peace. Can you ring that bell?
Well, it's come to that time. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
As I went to talk then. Well, sadly, Jonathan, it has come to that time of the night that we can carry on doing the paranormal investigation ourselves anyway. But what we've got to say now is it's the end of the show, coming to the end of the show. And
I was just there breathing twice, by the way.
Really? Are we ever going to get to the end of the show?
I don't know, but it wasn't me and it's not you. Come on, carry on.
Right, what I was going to say is, we are coming to the end of the show.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank everybody who's been with us tonight. And we do appreciate them coming down.
Yeah.
Especially Marie as well, going down doing a solo.
Lone Vigil.
Brave
lady.
The others, GhostQuest, our group.
Yeah.
For them for joining in with us. James for doing part of the studio with us and giving us a chance. Giving us a chance. And we've had some good stuff tonight.
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't.
The cat ball's got off.
Oh. Up the other end.
I think we're extending this show a little bit here, but that's incredible.
Thank you.
Well,
oh, I've gone so cold.
What a great way to end the show.
Isn't it just?
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, we're going to go out with the ring of the bell.
Yeah, I think we should.
We'd also like to thank Mill Street Barracks here in St Helens for letting us do all this, for letting us do our show, giving us the extension to do the 4 hours of the investigation.
Yeah.
And we hope everybody who's listened to this have really enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
And feel free to contact us whenever you want. If you want to come on the show, please contact us for that as well. And we'd like to thank everybody who's listened in. We'd like to thank L35 Radio, Neil,
for
giving us
brilliant.
4 hours instead of 2 hours.
Yeah.
Next week we'll be back to the normal 2 hours. Tune into that one. We'll have a little bit of a talk on this one, and we'll see you back then. We've got to go now. It's the end of the show. Thank you again, and we hope you've